Hey guys, let me check the sound. I haven't been streaming for about 2 years, so I got a bit rusty with it. Okay, I think sound is good. So, hi everybody. That's really nice to see you all. And today I'm going to be playing some StarCraft 2 ladder. Haven't played this game for quite a while as well, even though I have in the title that I'm a Grandmaster player. Actually, I'm right now in Masters, but my MMR is about 5.5, so this means I should be around, what? Should be around... yeah, around top 50 in Europe, which is pretty decent, I guess. So, today I'm going to be playing a lot of Zerg ladder. I'll be talking to you, have any questions about the content, if you just want to chat in general, you're welcome. I was also planning to turn the stream on Twitch, but I have like some technical errors, so maybe next time, but I guess it's fine. YouTube is still my main platform here. I have the main audience here, so I hope it's not a problem. I know that a lot of people do not really like YouTube as a platform. They prefer Twitch more. But personally, you know, I guess it's not a big deal for now, but for the next streams I'll try to bring Twitch as well. So, okay, let's start with the ladder, I guess. StarCraft 2 got a new map pool recently, a couple of weeks ago, I think, and I actually really like the new maps. We've been playing on the old ones for quite a while, like some maps like Tokamak. They got very dull already, so I'm really hyped to play on the new maps. I only played like a couple of games, so I don't know much about this. Like White Rabbit, I'm playing this for the first time, I think. So that's gonna be really interesting to see. Got against Eliton, I think he's a Finnish Protoss player, if I remember correctly. Played a lot against him back in... where was that? Maybe like 2019? Something like that. He's actually pretty decent. He likes to play macro, but maybe he changed his playstyle. I don't know. I prefer to cheese a lot in this matchup. And in general, because I haven't been playing this game as actively as I once used to. So, I've been doing different strats, but you can ask me if you want me to play something specific. Even though I have like my own set of playstyles that I prefer, I can still maybe do something if you wanna see me doing that. Well, for this game, probably gonna be just playing a warm-up, something like that.
Mineral command unacceptable.
This map is actually pretty dark, to be honest. It's a lot of this gray and green color. This guy isn't known for cannon rushing, so probably should already take my overlord to his second base, but just in case, maybe he does that. Hello, nice to see you. I read the chat from my phone and yeah. Adarek SC2, hope I pronounced it correctly. Don't see that well, the chat window is quite small, so I can only see the message itself, but the nickname is a bit blurry for me. Alright, so this guy's playing something standard, I feel like. Usually, if there is like no cannon at around 1 minute 30 seconds, then it's probably not a cannon rush. Could still be something cheesy like a proxy gate, but that's pretty unlikely. People usually don't do that on ladder as much, so I think I'm safe to go and just scout. Yeah, there's actually a gate. Gate, alright, the adept. This guy is playing pretty normal so far. And so do I.
Command unacceptable. Mineral quantity insufficient.
I like to play this matchup greedy. I usually don't build links that early, only when I have like the imminent threat of adept coming. Only then I start building them. It's not really that great for every player on every level, but I like to do this, so... You can get like extra minerals just by doing that. What's up? Hello, it's StarCraft 2. Hey man, I'm doing great, yeah. StarCraft 2 is gonna have a really great next year, according to like many rumors that we having right now in the community, and I really hope we're gonna have something big this next year. But even if there is like nothing big happening, we still have RSL. They just had their finals today. It was a very nice treat. A very nice finals. Not gonna spoil that, maybe you haven't seen the results yet, but I really enjoyed that. I managed to catch like the third place match or like fourth place, I don't remember what was that exactly, but yeah, I caught the finals, and that was really good. Hi Zegolet, yeah. Alright, so let's see what this guy is up to. I think he's playing an Oracle. Just need to do like a double check to understand what's going on. I'm gonna be playing Mutas actually. This is like a very potent composition now, because the Mutas got slightly buffed. They're not like super strong, but you can do something with them. That's already like really nice. Oh, surprised. Didn't see that. Okay, we got one worker there. This is nice as well. And you can see my creep sucks a bit, but I kind of feel that creep spread is not so important in this matchup as like other things. Okay. So he got rid of all my links. Guess I need more. There is the late Twilight. Alright, so there's not gonna be like any kind of strange pushes. You know, the Protoss players nowadays, they quite a lot like to push with adepts, especially like, you know, Russian players like Strange, if you heard about this guy. So, yeah. Oh, hi Brian. Nice to see you. Yeah, I decided to implement the things we discussed recently. Alright, so... this guy's doing a great job scouting, but he hasn't seen, like, anything so far. But I think at this point he can start to suspect that I'm doing something cheesy. Or at least something unusual, because around this time you should normally see like a Roach Warner, something like that, but there's been nothing so far. He actually does like a good deal of scouting. This is like really good. Oh, thank you. I'll read it just 1 second later, okay? Because right now we're in the middle of the game. Oh my god. Whoa. Whoa, Zerg, that's that's too much. But thank you. Thanks a lot. Whoa. I have 2 people running it. Indeed. Oh, thank you. I'll read the message slightly later. Thanks a lot. Whoa, I'm really shocked right now. As a Russian, it's very difficult for me to express emotions properly, you know, but I'm really grateful for that. Thank you. So now I gotta win this game, I guess. I gotta do my best. He's playing pretty standard so far. Right. Just playing Stalkers, probably already transitioning into... how's it called? Oh, I forgot the name. High Templars, right? High Templars. Oh, I forgot the +1 melee. That's bad. That's very bad. But nevertheless, at least I got Mutas already. Should be in time, and like around his attack, probably gonna have enough forces to defend that, and maybe even cancel the base. Yeah, I just need to buy some time right now. If I manage to cancel the base, it's gonna be great, and I think I will do that. Yeah, that's really nice, and he still doesn't know about Mutas. Doesn't know really anything. And oh, there's a War Prism actually. All right. Just gotta get rid of it, and then I can just start besieging him with my Mutas and Links. It's pretty bad that I still don't have the upgrade, because the +1 makes a big difference in any engagement that you have with your Links. So this is gonna be very important right now. But I think even without the +1, he only has like Stalkers, yeah, even no Oracles right now at this spot, and no batteries, I believe. Yeah, only... oh, Jesus Christ, there was a Stasis Warp, but that's fine. That's still fine, I think. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. I just need to make sure that I can pressure him a lot, and normally, if he's not gonna be doing something crazy, I should be able to win this game. And he already doesn't have like that many Stalkers, right? Has a great economy though, which is really nice by him. But I think I'm winning quite hard in terms of like numbers. There is a big Zealot run by, right? They're slow Zealots. So he was planning to do like a counter-attack, because he felt like he was winning here, but this wasn't really the case. But he's still holding on. That's really good for him. Because normally like a lot of Protoss players, they just die with this first attack. But this guy's doing a great job. But I should still be able to do this, I think. Had a good start. Let's just do some extra harass damage.
Insufficient. Command. More minerals required. Mineral quantity insufficient. Swarm forces.
Oh, didn't exist. Doesn't have the range, and he has actually no static defense. Whoa, that was greedy actually. Oh, you're not supposed to do it like this. Like, this is extremely risky. He didn't really pay much for that, because, you know, I just didn't have enough stuff there in the first place when I could have attacked with my Lynx and Mutas. I was just, maybe it's just too focused on this extra base, on the 4th base to be exact. Right, now let's do like a frontal attack once more. Oh, there's just one Zealot. Gonna disable this cannon, the gates, and just go and attack here. Just gonna do some economic damage. Should be really great. A lot of Phoenixes, but unless there is speed, I think I'm safe. Probably should retreat though. And we got 2 Phoenixes, which is nice. Let's go. Oh, actually he doesn't even have that many Stalkers. I can fight right now, just head to head. Yeah, and Phoenixes without the range, they kinda suck, to be honest. People build them, but, you know, you gotta get the range, or you gotta be, like, crisp with your controls. And yeah, that's gonna be GG. Wow. That was a fun game, but that was also very straightforward, I think. Yeah. Yeah. This guy plays a really good macro game. He's, like, quite greedy as a Protoss player, I would even say. And he was also quite passive, like 4th base at around minute 6. This is even earlier than mine 4th base, and usually as a Zerg you would like to have a lead on that, but, you know. Since I was playing Mutos, it worked really well. If I was playing something different, I think it could have gone a different way, but, you know, that was fine. Right, let me check the chat. How did you learn English so well? Especially how did you get rid of the Russian accent? I think I still have like a pretty heavy accent, to be honest. Like, I don't have the accent. It's just like, in Russia, like, some people are not trying that hard to copy the American or British accent. And people just speak in like normal Russian way. You know, that they speak like this because they are just not trying to imitate the sounds, you know. But normally, like, if you meet somebody who has been learning English for like a couple of years at least, they at least try to imitate the accent to the very best effort that they can. But, you know, I still have that. And I just started at school. I had like, a paid tutor. My parents were very much keen on sending me abroad to study. Fortunately, I couldn't. I was planning to go to Finland, but things changed. My family had like some financial issues and never made it there. But I had like a lot of English studies, so that's why I'm quite fluent with it. I hear the 2 people running it as fellas. Yeah, Brian. Oh, I actually should give you the... yeah, I should give you the moderator, right? Right. Okay, let me check the list, the recent events. Just a sec. Nice to be able to donate here. Thank you, Zerg, a lot. Yeah. Yeah, now you can do that. Thanks a lot. Why didn't I hear the sound though? Like, I heard the notification for the tip, but I didn't hear the text to speech. Is it disabled? Let me check. I haven't done streaming on Streamlabs for a while. As I said, like, the last time I streamed here was 2 days ago, and this was so many months ago, so I just need to... okay, yeah, text-to-speech is disabled. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Okay, it's turned on now. Should be fine. I guess we imagine Russian accent from the movies when there is a Russian bad guy speaking with a hard, deep Russian accent. Yeah, like The Heat with Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? Or like other movies. It's true. It's actually true, but if you play CS:GO, you probably met a lot of Russians there as well, and when I was in school, at school, I also had classmates who were like speaking like this. Because yeah, well, normally in Russia you don't really use English that often, right? Russia has like a big internet space, like let's say China, or maybe I don't know, like basically other big international languages, because Russian is spoken also in other countries as well.
Let's see if it's working. Smile.
Thank you, Zergulet. It is working. Thanks a lot. Yeah. So got a lot of cash now. I can turn off the stream, I guess. All right. So yeah, thank you. Talking about the accent. So if you play a lot of CS:GO, you'll meet a lot of people who speak that typical, stereotypical way. But it is what it is, right? I think every nation has like its own unique English accent. I'm very glad that many Americans and British perceive that as something normal, because like, you know, even though like I obviously have like an accent, but I haven't been ridiculed for that on this channel or like anywhere else where I speak English, so I'm grateful for that. Yeah, banning me immediately. Yeah, Brian. Yeah. How is the job going right now? Oh, by the way, I'm gonna have like a new upload today. Brian should check it out later this evening after the stream. Oh, which part of Russia are you from, Brat? You know this word. Okay. I actually, originally, I'm not in Russia anymore, like I left Russia almost 4 years ago. But I was from the southern Russia. I was from the Rostov region, if you know that. It's bordering Ukraine. You maybe heard about that, especially considering the recent geopolitical affairs and news. I was like from the border city called Taganrog. It's like, what, 50 kilometers away from Ukraine, and it was a really like a small town. Small like in regards to Russian cities and maybe like American cities, because by European standards we had roughly 300k inhabitants, which is not so small in Europe, right? In Europe there are like a lot of cities which are considered like towns when they only have like 20k inhabitants, but in Russia usually like, it only starts with like 100k or something like that. It was a small city, it was quite poor. Later I moved to St. Petersburg. It was a magnificent city, I miss it still. It's very beautiful, it has like a lot of this European vibe. It was it was heavily inspired basically by the Netherlands. It was built by Peter the Great. It was like a Russian emperor. It was the first Russian emperor, the first guy who actually decided to westernize Russia. Before that, that was like a big period where Russia was kinda disconnected from European affairs, but after this, in the very early 18th century, Peter the Great decided to westernize Russia, and he studied a lot from the Netherlands, France and other countries. And so basically the St. Petersburg was inspired a lot by Europe of that time, and that's why it looks so great, I think. It's probably the best city in Russia. I know like many people like Moscow in Russia itself, and many foreigners as well, but I think Moscow is second to St. Petersburg. Don't like it this much. It's very overcrowded, it's like super loud. It's quite difficult to live there. And I visited Moscow maybe like 3 times. I don't remember like exact number, but I think around 3 times. Never really lived there for long, but my impression of that was like as a, you know, heavy city. It's like a lot of going on, and it's pretty difficult to live there. It's also very expensive, so yeah.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
Okay, so I play in ZVZ. I forgot the... Oh, it's actually Root from the Root team. Wow. That's an amazing team, actually. They did so much stuff in the early Wings of Liberty days. It was a big team house, was a big team. NA team, run by cats and other community guys.
More minerals required.
Alright, so I'm gonna be putting down a Baling Nest here. And we're gonna be playing a normal ZVZ from now on. Maybe I'm gonna... Oh, actually, no, I don't want to play a normal ZVZ. I want to play a +1 ZVZ. I like the +1 build orders, they're pretty strong in this matchup. What happened to the Avilo story? Avilo, right. I decided to private it because I got contacted by one of the victims and she asked me to do that, so that's why. Because unfortunately this video, you know, it was not my intention obviously, but this video, you know, it was... How would they phrase it? Like, a lot of trolls got inspired by this video and they started harassing innocent victims, and one of them asked me to do that, so that's why I did that, basically. Didn't really want to do anything, didn't want to do like any negative contributions to the community, and that was pretty sad that this situation happened, so. Greetings from Spain. Thank you. Never play online StarCraft 2? Oh, that's interesting. I know like most of people right now who are watching my content, they at one point... Oh, Jesus Christ, he's playing roaches. That's gonna be a problem. Oh my god, there's gonna be a big problem right now. Thankfully I'm going for the upgrade, but yeah, this guy's probably gonna be doing something aggressive. That's not nice. A lot of people who watch my channel, they used to play StarCraft 2 a lot when they were younger, and they don't really do this as much nowadays. And this is kind of true for myself as well. I used to play a lot more. Now I only play like on stream or maybe like once in a while, but I don't really do this regularly as when I was younger. I used to play maybe like 5 hours a day at minimum, at the very minimum, but nowadays obviously no, I just don't have time for that, but also I get tired after playing like for 2 hours or so. I think previously when I was younger I could play for like at the very least 5 hours minimum, but now that's a lot to me, that's just too much. Cannot handle that. Alright, so we got a free pass here. That's very nice actually. The guy is gonna have lots of problems, but we need to keep base trading him because obviously I'm not gonna be able to fight the roaches at home. There's just no way I'm gonna be able to do that, so I need to go for this. I need to go for like a big all-in stuff, and that's the only way I can handle this. This is a pretty bad situation, to be honest, and I should have scouted properly, right? But you know, I'm not such a great player. I'm not Cyril, so I guess it's fine. Yeah, GG. Worked out well. He just doesn't have anything at home. If you are playing this kind of playstyle with roaches, you gotta remember that there's gonna be an imminent counterattack unless your opponent is playing roaches himself. In this case, I wasn't, so that's how I decided to face that, right? I was playing cheesy myself. This is like a +1 build where you usually attack with the when the upgrade is done. Sometimes you add the carapace, sometimes you go for mutos. You can also add roaches. There are a lot of great options from this opening, but in this case, the easiest way to end the game is just to go for a Link Flood, because he's playing roaches. He's not gonna have many Banelings, and I think he kind of countered me. In theory, just this thing should be enough to counter what I'm doing, because he has roaches that counter my Banelings, and he has his own Banelings to counter my links. The problem though is that he left home, and he was obviously unprepared for this kind of attack, so that was nasty. That was nasty for him. But anyway, this was a decent game. Yeah. I think if he just left, like, if he just sent 3 Banelings with roaches and just left the links with some Banes at home, he would have been fine, because I only had like 1 Spinecrawler, and I have 2 Queens, so not that much to defend. Send him for a decade solo. Let me check. This is like a familiar name, but I don't quite remember the player. I know Solo from Dota 2, but this is like a different different genre. It's obviously not the same guy, so I need to check it out. Ah, okay. That's a guy from Norway. Right. Right. Yeah. Interesting. He played a lot in 2014. Right, but never made it to the big scene, right? He was only like a B-tier tournament player, but still interesting. Yeah. Okay, thoughts on Stormgate? I plan visiting Russia one day, preparing by learning the languages. Don't ask me to speak it yet. Yeah. Well, visiting Russia right now is very hard, especially because of the war, and there are like some other issues. There's like a poor internet connection right now. There are some issues with GPS, so you'll have to navigate mostly by using like a printed map or something like that. And yeah, but as for language, you should be fine if you have like a Google Translate, or you can use like ChatGPT or anything else, because like nowadays, I think especially Google Translate, it does a good job translating from Russian, so should be no problem. And people usually, they don't expect you, at least in Russia, they don't expect you to speak Russian at all, because we don't get that many foreigners, especially from European countries. We get a lot of foreigners from China. At least when I lived in Russia, I don't know how it is now, because I myself wasn't in Russia for the last 4 years, but I think, yeah. Despite what you hear on like media and a lot of, you know, all the negativity that comes from Russia towards the West, usually the general public, the just ordinary people, are very welcome towards anybody, at least in Moscow and St. Petersburg, and a lot of teenagers and a lot of people my age, like 20, 30, they should be able to speak English at least to some extent, so yeah, don't sweat about Russian, it's not a big deal. Thoughts on Stormgate? Yeah, about Stormgate. That's a very sad flop. I don't really have like many things to say about this game. I already made like several videos about the whole thing that happened with it. We got against Young Yakov, is actually a decent player. So, well, it is what it is. I don't know what to say about this game in particular, because it flopped really hard. It was undercooked, obviously. It was very raw, and I expected much more from it. It's really sad, because I think this was one of the few games that actually had a good shot to become a AAA, or at least AA as they call it nowadays, RTS game. Didn't happen. It was a big financial mismanagement from what I can tell. Because, you know, they had like, what, around $40 million. That should be like a good budget for such a game. And I think they were just spread too thin, to be honest. They could have focused on one aspect of that game. Primarily, I think they should have focused on the campaign and maybe like some kind of co-op and 1v1, but they just... Or maybe like even like a free versus free game mode they were talking about. I think at least now they're still developing it, but if I'm correct, they've run out of money already, according to the LinkedIn post by Tim Morton, the CEO of that company. And in general, it seems to me that they just heavily mismanaged their money. They were probably banking on extra investments, on extra people coming and just you know, flooding the company with money, but it didn't happen because, well, you know, last couple of years the world economy wasn't, and still I think it's not in a great place, and they just didn't get the investments that they needed. Overall, I think for the last half a year they were on the right track. It's really sad that they just, you know, they mismanaged everything completely from the beginning. If they listened to the people that were criticizing the game, especially about the art style in the very first month, and maybe if they actually didn't rush the release, things could have gone a much better road, but it is what it is. You know, it's really sad, but maybe the next company will learn from these mistakes, I don't know. I was pretty much hyped to play this game. I played it during beta quite a lot. I have like maybe... I think I played roughly 100 hours or something like that. I even tried to participate in a like local tournament, the first tournament that actually was held for Stormgate. I failed the qualification matches because I was playing Vanguard. Vanguard sucked when it was the early stages of development, and Infernos were much better, so it was pretty difficult to play. But later on, I think... later on, just the game didn't fulfill the promises, you know. Campaign was especially bad on the launch, I remember. So many people complained it was only like 6 missions long. The graphics were quite bad as well. There were like a lot of placeholders. It just didn't feel it was like a big RTS with such a budget, and I think people were obviously expecting something much bigger, and you know, it was to some extent maybe like the fault of the community, because like the expectations were sky high, but this was also because CrossGiant themselves, they were hyping up the game to be the next replacement for StarCraft 2, which obviously was not true at all. Wasn't even in the slightest. So yeah. Alright, so we're playing against Young Yakov right now. He's a very good player. He's quite capable of beating the best of the best in the scene right now. So guess what? I'm gonna be cheesing him. Oh, maybe. Oh, he's also gonna be attacking me, so that's nice. Doesn't want to spend that much time on me, I guess. Alright. That's pretty good. The current thing is that since I'm playing like the +1 upgrade, the longer we trade links, the better it is for me, because I have a shot at getting my upgrade actually done before there are roaches on the battlefield. And usually this is really good for me, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I just need to make sure I don't get some juicy bailing connections in my face. That's the most important part about this link war. Alright. Is there... Alright, the roach warren is being built. That's a good sign. So he decided to stop, actually. I cannot say the same about myself, obviously.
More minerals required. Mineral quantity insufficient. Insufficient. More minerals. Swarm forces quantity attack.
Oh, jeez. I think I just lost so many links in this one engagement. Just all of a sudden, there was so many of his units. Oh my god. Yeah, that's not looking good for me at all. Maybe I can sneak in, and there's one bailing there. Got blown up to pieces. Yeah, that was pretty heavily mismicroed by me. Too bad. I don't think I can win this game anymore. Oh, actually, there are rogues there. Okay, so I cannot even attack there. That's bad. I didn't know that. That's my first time playing this map, I believe. Okay, some bailings here. Oh, that's bad. Well, the only chance I've got to win this game is if he messes up quite badly. If for some reason he decides to attack me right now and leaves nothing at his base, but I think this game is done already. Do you follow other esports too? I follow only CSGO and maybe like some really big events in other games as well, but I follow gaming industry as a whole a bit more than esports as a whole maybe. But yeah. There are other guys in our team who are doing that instead of me, so... I focus mostly on esports in regards to RTS genre and FPS a bit. I used to play CSGO a lot. I like Call of Duty as well, so... Oh, there's an overseer here, overlord. Yeah, I think it's over. It's over. There are just too many roaches. There are not that many bailings though, but it's not the problem right now for him. The problem is that I need to counter those banes. Even if I counter them, there are just so many links right now, yeah. Oh, not links, sorry, roaches. Yeah. GG. Yeah. I think he blew up like a significant portion of my links somewhere near my base. Let me see. I was distracted. Yeah, I think it was somewhere close to this base. Let me see. No? Oh, okay. This wasn't my portion of links. I just played it badly. Or was it? Let me see. Yeah, oh, actually, no, it didn't happen. I didn't see it here. So, I'm moving out with a big bunch of my links, and I'm losing, like, quite a few of them. And they were pretty important. Now I have roughly the same army supply, but I was not making any drones. Yeah. But this guy's much better than I am, so no shame in that. They could have worked with more content creators. That's the mark of a good developer nowadays. Passion projects are becoming cash grabs, and StarCraft 1 was definitely a passion project. Orcs in Space. Yeah, this was the whole gaming industry as a whole. I think it was a lot more different than it is nowadays. It was a lot less corporate. It was a lot more passion. But as for Stormgate, I think they collaborated with pretty much everybody in StarCraft 2 community at the very least. The problem with such games, and the problem with even with the content creators, like for example, I know a lot about esports, I know about StarCraft 2, I can play it on a high level, I understand a lot of StarCraft 2, I understand why this game is so addictive and so many people like that, but it doesn't really mean that I can design such a game, you know? if I can criticize something, doesn't mean that I create something great, right? And this is the problem with, I think, many content creators as well. So like it doesn't, there is just no guarantee that, for example, if I was hired to work for them, that I would have been capable to create a good game. So right, and this is a big problem. They just didn't have like a coherent idea when they started making Stormgate. I think they probably leaned into a slightly different direction. They should have focused maybe more on the demonic side. They should have maybe leaned into at least, if we are talking about my taste, they should have made it slightly darker, maybe like more grimdark, especially because they have demons in this game, literal demons, even though like later in the story we learn that they're actually not demons, but you know, everybody thinks that these are creatures from hell. Should have leaned into that, in my opinion, should have tried to do something in regards to that. Maybe the game could have been more grim, more like dark, something like that. Like basically the new installment of Doom Eternal does a great job. Yeah, you know. In my opinion, they just didn't really have a great idea for this game in the first place. They had like a lot of great concepts, they had a lot of great thoughts, but it wasn't that coherent to become like a proper game, and this is a problem, of course. CS, good choice. Yeah, CS used to be a cool game. I think it also is good now. Extra Viscous, hi. Nice to meet you here. YouTube auto sent your video when one live stream ended. Oh, that's nice. It's nice that it does that. Color style, I feel it was too close from StarCraft 2 and Warcraft 3. Yeah, they were heavily inspired by those games. That's for sure, and they were not really hiding that. But the thing is, they missed the point why StarCraft 2 is actually great. It's not only like the colors and style, and so it's not the gameplay. Even though the gameplay is good in StarCraft 2, but it's the whole vibe, the music. You know, yeah, of course the color and just the races itself. They feel very interesting. They feel very natural. You know, in a way, I think. This is what Stormgate was lacking. It was lacking personality. Even though they were like trying to create it, it just didn't really happen. And okay, we got Mindel. That's a Russian Protoss player. Know him very well. Met a couple of times on offline tournaments in Moscow. He used to be very good. He's playing StarCraft 2 part-time working in IT. And he knows that I love Mutas, so I'm not gonna be playing Mutas against him. But I think, yeah, it's very difficult to judge Stormgate because we never really know what they were planning to do in the first place. Like, we saw a very raw concept that was just forced to be released because they were running out of money. But maybe if in some way they could have cooked for maybe like extra 2 years, the final product would have been much better. But, you know, it's life. Sometimes you have to adjust your plans, and unfortunately, it is what it is. And even if you take a look at the last year of development, and especially at the last graphic update, it's much better. It's actually much better. It's really stylish, and it's really good to look at. The problem, though, they still don't have like the atmosphere. They don't have the interesting plot. The plot is basically a mashup between StarCraft 2 and Warcraft 3. And so on. So, you know, it just feels slightly generic. It's not like completely generic. It's not like a, you know, and like Temu version of StarCraft 2, as they say. But it's far from being like a great game. And nowadays, it's really, really important to make something outstanding. Tim Morton, actually, the CEO of the company, he wrote a lot on the LinkedIn page about that. Even though I don't think that Stormgate failed because of the market conditions, I think it's not true at all, because RTS has absolutely zero competition. Like, the only game that is still relevant is StarCraft 2, maybe like Warcraft 3 Reforged and Age of Empires series. All other games are very niche and you can easily outplay them if you make a great product. The problem is that Stormgate was not a great product, but he's right about one thing. Nowadays, it's very difficult to attract attention to your product because the competition is insane in regards to the whole industry as a whole. There are just so many games right now, so many games nowadays, and they are not only like Western games, they are now like games from Japan, from China even, and all those games are quite great. They're also mobile games, they're also console games, and you have to compete with that. And also the issue with RTS fan base. It's not really an issue, but the thing is, the RTS fan base is quite old. You know, mostly like guys around like age 30, roughly. Maybe like slightly younger. At least a lot of the RTS fans, and according to my even YouTube stats that I have there on the channel. And people like that, people like myself and many of my viewers, we don't really have that much time to play games. And if we want to play a game, we want to play something really exceptional, because usually at around this age you start to value your time more. When I was a kid, I used to play a lot of shitty games. I don't really do that now. If I don't like the game, I'm just not playing it, even if it's free. And I think it was somewhat the case for Stormgate. Yes, it was free, but why would you play Stormgate when you have other cool games and still relevant games like StarCraft 2, right? StarCraft 2, even though it doesn't really... It's not getting any new content, right? It's bad, but, you know, you can still play it. There's still a lot of campaigns, there's still a lot of custom maps and so on, so why not? Why would you play Stormgate? There's just no incentive to do that. Except for Stormgate just being a new game, but that's it, pretty much, so... So, yeah. That's a sad story, in my opinion. I'm still, like, kinda upset that it happened the way it happened. It's not that I wish them, you know, something bad, you know. I was rooting for this game, honestly, but, you know... I gotta be very objective with this, because, you know, is what it is. Yeah, you get a lot of money, you have a lot of money to buy games, but no time to play them. That's true. That's exactly the case for so many people. Unfortunately, right. I totally agree with you, Zerg. That's the case. Alright, so we're playing against a pretty peculiar playstyle. 2 Void Rays right now. That's interesting. I think that's what Max Pax was doing recently, right? At least that's like the only guy doing that recently. Maybe not the only one, but that's interesting. But let's see. So, in this case, I think Hydra build order is gonna be great. I'm just gonna be playing many Hydras right now. I think it's gonna work exceptionally well, unless there is gonna be Twilight's Glaive Adepts or something. Oh, no. That's bad. Oh my god. He is quite greedy, you know. I think... Well, alright, it's fine. For some reason I just decided that he's not gonna be attacking me because he saw that I have links, but, you know, it's never a problem for a Protoss player if they're feeling confident. So, yeah. But I'm gonna be playing a very old strategy, a very old build order. But you were Arabic. No, I'm not Arabic, I'm Slavic. So I'm playing a very old build order that was very popular when I was playing the game a lot. It was like kinda around like 2017, 2018. This is a build order that includes like a Hydro Rush. A laser did that quite a lot on ladder. It was pretty much done by every single Zerg on ladder, to be honest. Like not only a laser, but pretty much everybody. And should be really good against Void Rays, but he's cutting my gas production. Yeah. I should be fine there. I already have Hydras, so... I wonder if he understands what's going on, actually. I think he should, but maybe no. It's pretty difficult to tell, because around this time you normally should have... maybe not right now, but probably you can have some Hydras, but considering that I saw that he's making Voiders, it's not like really surprising that I'm going for something like this, but yeah. This reminds me, what he's doing reminds me a lot of the Naniva playstyle that he used to play back in How to Do Swarm. Remember the playstyle with a lot of Void Rays? It worked well, but it was in a different era of StarCraft 2, so let's see how it goes now. Oh, he actually understood what I'm going... Oh, he perfectly understood what's going on. Oh, there was a Colossi even. Oh my god, that's bad. That's very bad. Oh, that's just horrible, to be honest. That's a perfect counter for what I'm doing here, so I just go back. And I just try to survive till I get the lurkers. That's not what I was looking for, but, you know, the good point about this whole thing that's happening, at least he invested so much into the infrastructure, he invested so much money into all of this extra production, the cannons, the batteries and so on. I think I should be fine with
Not enough.
like lurkers, maybe vipers later on, right? But it depends on what he's gonna be doing next. I think like his composition should totally die to just mass hydras and lurkers and some vipers. And I should probably start building them very soon.
Not enough minerals.
But other than that,
Be more.
I think this is like actually a great playstyle by him. This is a very old playstyle as well, where I'm just playing...
Swarm forces under
He's
attack.
even scouting me right now. We're playing like very old build orders. It's really fun, but... I kinda like his position more in this game, because he already has the base, he has a robust economy going for him. And... I have only Hydras. Hydras are extremely squishy,
More minerals.
and I also don't have any upgrades, so I need to make sure that I survive at least until we get to the hive level. Unfortunately, we're getting there soon, but
Evolution.
hope it's gonna be enough. Let's see. Okay, Colossi sentries. Yeah, that's a big army. That's a big army.
Energy.
And I hope he's not coming for me. That's very... But I think he is, actually. He's at least trying to do that, it seems.
Enough energy.
And I don't have lurkers yet, and have pretty much nothing. Oh, that's bad.
And unacceptable.
Yeah, I should have got Hive immediately when I first saw what he was actually doing. But still, I think that's still salvageable. If he doesn't kill me right now, then there is still a way to win this game.
Not
Unless he's going for something crazy.
more minerals.
Okay, he's coming. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's a lot of...
Need more.
Just a lot of zealots, I see.
Insufficient.
So I just better get all my spores together. And vipers, please. Yeah, do it.
Hive cluster attack.
Okay, I'm gonna sacrifice that base. I don't need this. And I'm gonna set up my perfect defense here. It's not so perfect, but at least I've got some. Right.
Under attack. Enemy.
Right. Oh, of course there's a zealot run by. Of course, man. Of course. Yeah.
Forces under attack.
There's just no... A Protoss would always do that. Like, there's just no way that they're playing this game and there is not gonna be like a zealot run by randomly.
Insufficient.
But I think we're fine, actually. We managed to survive. But, okay, let's see. Let's see how it goes from there, though. I think I'm too enthusiastic about this. So far, so good. So far, so good, actually.
Not
I have too many Hydras, though. Wait, what? Why are you attacking this? I certainly have way too many Hydras, and this is becoming a problem, but...
command. Unacceptable. Hive cluster forces.
It's bad.
Minerals.
Yeah. We got the Colossi, this is the good part about this engagement, but we still gotta kill the rest of the army, and there are many good units in this. Oh, not the Viper.
Swarm forces under attack.
Oh. Oh my god. Miss microing that pretty badly. Don't even have a base. But this was a big investment from this guy, on the other hand, so... At the very least, I still have the drones, by the way, so I'm still alive. And there is still a good chance that I can push with all of the remaining units that I have. So I'm just gonna leave this lurker there, just in case. And I'm just gonna go with the rest of them. Well... It's not a great spot to be in, but let's give it a try.
Acceptable.
Oh.
Forces.
A lot of his army, a lot of the forces. Yep. There are like a lot of these narrow choke points where he can actually engage me. This map I feel like is pretty good for this particular playstyle. But if I manage to burrow my lurkers close to his base, then it's still possible.
Forces under attack.
Yeah, he's evacuating.
Hive cluster under direct assault. Hive cluster.
He knows that there's just not that much supply, and he's going for the base trade, right? Yeah, that's a full-on base trade. Alright.
Depleted.
Alright, so I got it.
Under attack.
Yeah. And that makes sense for him. Has a lot of static D, so he can do this, I feel like. And there's like a lot of Colossi in the main, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Swarm forces under attack.
Hydras are pretty much terrible for base trading. They're like not the unit that you would like to have in this kind of situation. And maybe I can still survive on one base, but oh yeah, there's a mothership. It's not salvageable now. Good game by him though. I completely mismanaged my micro, even though I think I probably should have stayed at home. I don't know why I decided to go for an attack. That was a very dumb idea by me. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I should have just stayed home, actually. I think let me just see how I traded. Oh my god. Yeah, going outside is a bad thing. I should stay at home. That's at least what I learned during the COVID era. Oh. Yeah, the trade was actually pretty good. So, should have stayed at home, definitely. I could have expanded to this base, just a lurker. Put them everywhere. Put lurkers in this base, and I would have been fine. But yeah, instead I decided to go. And I just had too many Hydras. There's 31 Hydra. They are squishy. They just suck. And it is what it is, right? Oh, I don't like Hydras. I don't like them at all. This is like the worst Zerg unit ever. They cost so much, but they do almost nothing. Okay, so let's go for the next game. Interesting build order by him. I kind of feel like it could have been easily countered by Mutos, even though it seems weird, right? Because there were already like 4 Void Rays, but it feels to me that Mutos are quite good against that. And I could have forced a base trade, and he doesn't really have that much gas left. Because he's spending a lot on Void Rays and Colossi, he was probably not gonna be able to afford many Archons. I also spent money on Sentries. Sentries are... they're quite alright against Mutos, but it's not the greatest unit against that composition. But yeah, Hydros probably was a bad choice in general. We got another Protoss to battle with. Of course you play Zerg. I never denied that, man. Yeah, I play Zerg. I have a little bit of bias, obviously. I actually tried race switch into Protoss, but I couldn't do that. It feels extremely eerie to play this game without having the map control that Zerg has with Overlords and all that stuff, like creep, you know. This map reminds me a lot of older map. I forgot the name. Was it the Kairos Junction? No, I don't remember the map name, but I think I played that map before. Maybe this is like a remaster version of it. Looks very familiar to me. Yeah, I think it existed in the map pool in one way or another. Maybe it was slightly different. I think it was like more... oh, it still has the sand, so yeah, it was the same theme of the map, but it's obviously a redesign now. Okay, so...
Not enough minerals.
I don't know this guy, he's a barcode.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
Oi. I don't know. Well, at least that's not a cannon rush. That's something that I really dislike playing against. Okay. Kinda sad, really. Well, you know, I kind of feel that there are not that many Zerg creators, even though I don't really create typical, like, you know, first-person play guides, something like that. But, yeah, you know. Turned Zerg into a siege tank race, yeah. Yeah, I dislike the current Zerg meta when it comes to lurkers. I know that they are quite good, and you are kind of forced to use them in most matchups nowadays. But this is not what I like about that race. Yeah.
More overlords.
I like the swarmy playstyle. I think it just fits the race better. It's just funnier to play. And I played most of my games back in the old days when basically Cyril and every single Zerg on the ladder, to be honest, was playing the very same Link Bane Hydra. This was my favorite playstyle. I wasn't always successful with it, but you know, this is something that felt quite reasonable to play with and to play against also. And of course, back in those old days, Protoss were slightly underpowered. I acknowledge that, of course, as a Zerg. I remember like those old Bailings, they were just insanely good, especially when they connect with the probes. The problem though, on the other hand, alright, this guy's hiding something. The problem though, with the Lurkers, what I really dislike about them is that it's always the late game. Even like in the previous game, the guy I was playing against, he knows exactly what I'm gonna be doing, and he knows that I have to attack him. But at the same time, again, he's not gonna be engaging me. He knows that attacking maybe is a bad choice by me, so he can just go for the base trade. And I don't really have like any other tools except playing the late game, which would have been like a good case in the previous match that I played. But it's just something that I'm not really eager to do. Okay, this is a very strange build order. I have a gut feeling that this is gonna be a Twilight, or even like something crazier than Twilight. Yeah, certainly gonna be something cheesy. Oh my god. That's pretty bad, because I was not expecting that thing to happen, but at the very least, we know now, because this prop was not supposed to be there. Not at all. And there still could be like a plethora of things. I still don't know what's gonna be. Maybe it's like a soul train. No, a shield battery. This guy's also a bit weird. Why would he need a shield battery? Is he like playing a proxy? What is he doing? Like, I have no idea, guys. Absolutely no idea. Okay, probably I should scout, right? Instead of rumbling. Okay. I'll add slightly more drones, but okay, stalkers. So, and many stalkers actually. So it's gonna be something crazy. All right. So I was right all along, I guess. Is it like a blink build or no? Okay, I'm just gonna evacuate. Don't need it right now. How many stalkers? Oh, plenty of them. That's a war prism build order. Okay. I kinda don't want to sacrifice the base, but I might have to. But let's try to give it like a fair fight here. Yeah, creep has only war prism. Okay, so this is the build where they don't have many units, but yeah, this is like a 7-gate build order. I know this very well. I can sacrifice the base in this case, even though it's not the best option. I can afford that. I can afford that, and I need to pull this queen here. Oh. It should be enough, I don't know, like, feels like usually it shouldn't be that deadly, but I think I miscalculated my economy actually. But I'm still holding fairly strong. I just need more links right now. I think I made a mistake by building that many roaches. You don't need as many, and this could be catastrophic right now. Yeah, I think so. Pretty bad. I need those Ravagers badly. I need them. I need them very much. Yeah. Yep. Got the Ravagers. Nice. Nice. Now he cannot use the War Prism, which is a big deal. But I'm gonna be using some biles because I need to fight better. And now there's gonna be the Warp in. Nice micro, actually. He's pretty good with this. Oh, yeah, very good, actually. Very good micro by him. I guess I need to pull the boys. It's the only way I can still fight this. Yeah, pretty bad. Yeah, pretty bad. Yeah, you warned me. Yeah, I got that. I got it, but I think I was a bit late. I also messed up with the unit composition. You don't need that many roaches in this case, so that was pretty bad. Yeah, I kind of felt that this was an all-in, but I needed to know exactly what it was. Sometimes it could be like a Stargate, sometimes it could be like a Dark Shrine, so... Yeah, more roaches. Yeah, I think I should have just avoided the first fight. I should have surrendered the base, avoided the first fight, and got more queens, and got the roach speed as well. I think I could have afforded that. I had more gas. Cyril became good because balance shifted to his playstyle, and the Koreans were about micro, not macro. I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. I think the game just tends to shift towards late game nowadays, and this is this is basically where Serral is shining. So probably that's why. If you remember, like How to Do Swarm and Wings of Liberty, it was more about timing pushes. It was sometimes about late game as well, but it was not really the case all the time. So to me, it feels like the late game shift was a big thing for Serral, because like he's exceptionally good in the late game. It's no denial. So you knew he knew you like Mutus, so you decided not to play Mutus, while he decided to play an opening Mutus could have countered. Yeah, that was a big mind game against Mindel, but you know, last time we played, he played just Blink Stalkers, and I just lost it very quickly. So yeah. Remember those players? I don't think like all those players are brain dead, but yeah, this was a very cheap build order. I thought more of him, to be honest. You know, I kinda expected something more interesting, because like that was like a 7-gate build, very basic, and you know, there was a lot of like science about that, but I just decided to give him the benefit of the doubt, and probably shouldn't doubt that. Should have just all-in. Would have been easier. Right. The problem is in the 12 drones and mass drone builds, that's where Serral is really good at. Well, yeah, but this is the whole point about Legacy of the Void. There was like a big discussion when the game got released with this economy update. People were arguing about which economy was actually better. To me, I think it's slightly like more the Legacy of the Void meta and the Legacy of the Void economy. Because it's, if you remember How to Do Swarm days, a lot of the early game was pretty boring. For like the first 7 minutes, the first 7 minutes is basically a commercial before the actual game starts. I remember like I could queue up a game myself, and I would like just play this whole game, then I would just, you know, open the tab with WCS Europe or something like that, and, you know, it would have been the same 7 minutes they were playing, but nothing really happened. And this was a problem. Why Brood War is so much better? Well, because Brood War is very much different in regards to pathing, the pathfinding, you know, and to the source engine as well. You know, with StarCraft 2, the problem is that microcontrol isn't such a big deal here, while in Brood War it was just paramount. In Brood War, you need to babysit every single unit, and there is just pretty much every aspect of a game can be mastered to such a point that no other player will ever achieve that. In StarCraft 2, I think there is a hard cap on how well you can play in some areas. So, for example, the big difference between Brood War is that there was just this glass ceiling, and you could improve actually for almost your entire life, and that's why in Brood War we had Bonjours, right? The players who were just 1,000 times ahead of ordinary players. In StarCraft 2, I don't feel the same way, right? Because I can, for example, in StarCraft 2 cheese Serral. Maybe not Serral, right? Serral is too big for me, but I can cheese Hearthstone for sure. I can cheese like Lambo or somebody like that. I think I even got a victory against Clem by just playing like a brain dead roach push. And this is a problem with StarCraft 2 because you need way less micro, and also the macro is very much simplified compared to Brood War. You don't really need to be as great in StarCraft 2 compared to Brood War. So like, if I switched with my current skills in StarCraft 2, if I just switched games and I started playing Brood War, I think I would be like somewhere around Diamond or Platinum at the very best. And this is like a very good prediction. It's a positive one for me.
Insufficient.
With Brood War, I think like the thing is with 10 bases, why it's like such a big difference with like Brood War is that in Brood War you couldn't really sustain more than 3 or 4 bases because it requires it's just such a heavy toll on your APM and just your controls in general. While in StarCraft 2 you can casually do that. Like even I'm not a pro player at all, but even I can handle that easily. I can handle like 4 or 5 bases easily and still like do some action. In Brood War, I think I would suck large time because, you know, just like controlling the SCVs or like controlling the buildings, controlling the drones, and just building stuff while having like a reduced number of hotkeys or like the amount of units in a hotkey group is a big problem. Imagine just moving like a Imagine just moving like 40 links across the map. It takes you like 4 control groups, right? Compared to StarCraft 2. In StarCraft 2, I just use F2 and I'm golden. I'm very good. You know, I'm very good in this game. I'm Grandmaster. But in Brood War, no way. It's just not gonna be possible. So I think that's the reason why, mostly. Because there are just a lot of issues with the engine. And it has beauty in its own. But, you know, StarCraft 2 just cannot really create the same simulation as Brood War did, because it's just a modern game, and modern games, they don't have to... They don't tend to have such hard restrictions, right, on the controls, and I think that's the reason why, to be honest. Because, like, if you remember all days of StarCraft 2, even if you compare that, even like the low drone start and so, like the microcontrol back in Wings of Liberty, it wasn't impressive at all. Like, it was impressive when the game released, but it's not impressive at all nowadays. If you take a look at most of the highlights, even the ones that I posted, many people are just not impressed, and that's true. That's really how it is, because the game evolves, players get better, and that's where we are currently at. Alright, so I'm playing against the same guy. There was like a question. Have you choose Euthermal? I played against Euthermal. I managed to beat him several times, but probably because he was playing his crazy challenges. I remember he was playing like mass Marines against me, Marines without this team, and I was able to beat him, but this was like a silly strategy. So he won the first game against me, but he lost the second game against me. It was pretty fun. And I think a couple of years ago he played against me with a different kind of strategy. He was playing mass ghosts. Back in the old times when ghosts were actually pretty strong, not like they are nowadays, even though nowadays they are still quite good. So, yeah, and he managed to win me in a very solid macro game. Okay, so he's playing the same build. I'm gonna be trying Mutas this time. In my head it's gonna be... should be good, but, you know, maybe not. But I'll give it a try anyway. Let's just make this thing first, right? Okay, so this guy's playing Void Ray again, yeah. Yeah, he was making the Void Ray. Yeah, I spent for no reason, but I can still use it later on. But yeah, this was a mistake by me. But I got a bit distracted talking about Brood War, so sorry for that. But it's fine. It's like just one spore. I cut a lot of corners before that, so in my playstyle, the way I play this game, I cut quite a lot of corners with my drone economy, so I can afford that, you know. I just need to make sure that he's doing the same thing, by the way, so I still need to scout him. Oh, he's playing a different style right now. It's gonna be glaives? Yeah, it's gonna be glaives, probably. Or maybe not. Nah, you don't need overload speed, man. You can do easily without that. Like, it's good to have it, but you don't need this, actually. Most of the games. And considering the playstyle that I'm gonna be playing this time, it's really unnecessary, because I'm playing like a high-risk playstyle anyway, so the overload speed is not used here. I kinda figured out that he was playing this thing, but the problem is that I delayed my +1 quite a bit. I think I can still defend this. Let me see. Probably not. He saw the spire. That's bad. Yeah, I should have ordered the upgrade first thing, the Ling upgrade, but he's targeting the spire. That's actually pretty good, to be honest. Like, he's not targeting the drones and other stuff, which is way more important, and this is what I was looking for. And I'm gonna get my my tech finished, right? And I'm gonna get the +1 finished as well, so that's actually a pretty good situation for me. And I can even switch into something completely different by now, like I don't have to play Mutas anymore. I can just go for Roaches. I can build like a couple of Mutas and then just switch into Roaches immediately. I think that's what I'm gonna be doing here. Right. Yeah, he did quite a bit of damage, but that's still manageable. Now he has to spend a lot on the extra stuff, like all those extra units. Oh, actually there is no defense at this base. That's nice. Yeah, and I'm just gonna be building drones now. Okay. I lost a bunch of units here. Oh, yeah, of course. That was expected. That was very much expected. Okay. Now I'm just gonna show him the mutas, but actually I'm not gonna be using them so far. I'm gonna be building some roaches instead.
Insufficient energy.
Alright. Yep. Okay.
Command more.
It doesn't have a fourth base so far.
Mineral
It's nice.
insufficient. Mineral
This is
not
bad wall? No? Yeah, he's building... Yeah, I think he figured out what I'm doing, but it's fine.
swarm forces under attack.
Totally fine about that. Let's actually make lots of Ravagers and just go. Alright, he has lots of Phoenixes, that's fine. Just proceed with every other unit. Now I have... well, now I need the spores. Ironically.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
I'll just try to do it with a big attack.
Under attack. Enough minerals.
No.
More
Oh. Well, has a lot of units, but maybe we can still do some damage. Probably now. Yeah, it's bad.
not enough energy.
Okay. I think I was a bit late with this attack. Should have started earlier.
Mineral quantity
It's a bit too late by now.
field depleted. Not
Should have just moved out with the first roaches. I think it would have been a bigger difference. Especially since he stopped making all these extra units, but I can still play just roaches and then hydras. This should be still okay.
mineral quantity.
The only problem is the phoenixes now, which is not like a big deal, but
Not
they can be very annoying.
more minerals required.
It kind of feels strange to me. I've kind of thought that his economy was slightly worse, but it was actually pretty good. Interesting.
Forces under attack. More
And he's still making lots of units.
not enough.
I should still be fine, I think, if I just manage to hold this. It doesn't really have any high-tech units, only basically stalkers and phoenixes. And the base is actually empty, so... Oh, this was a good attack. Too bad the force fields are still in time. But this was still good. This still looks good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's go, roaches. Let's go. Yeah. That's looking as good as I can hope for.
Quantity insufficient.
Right.
More
Now I just have to end this.
required.
Because otherwise there's gonna be a very hard game to carry after this. Because I don't have any tech. Not at all. Playing here, defending there. Okay, now he has the phoenixes. Alright, now I probably should just go back. Yeah, it's a tough game. Now he has the mana. Once again, the energy. I'm gonna have the +2.
Swarm forces under attack.
Didn't expect this attack from me, and actually this was a pretty decent fight, but he still doesn't have any technology, so like only pure stalker, so I can still afford to try to transition to hydras at least. Oh no, that's good. That's just this units.
Minerals.
And the war prism is on the main, of course.
Swarm forces under attack.
Classic.
Not
I just need more ravagers, and I just need to defend my main base now. No, this should be fine.
required.
I just gonna be adding some hydras, not too many of them.
Quantity evolution. Not enough minerals. Must spawn more overlords.
I should just go with the next wave, because
Required.
it's probably gonna be my last resort now. Cannot really afford to prolong this game anymore. That's my last attack. So
Sequences.
let's give it a try.
Swarm mutated. More
Alright, so he's coming for me as well. Oh, jeez. That was a bad start. That was a pretty bad start, but let's see. You see, his army is like low tech, it's only stalkers, almost nothing else. But the problem is that this army is still quite powerful. Like, this army is still very much frightening. Okay. God damn, that's pretty bad. It's too bad that I lost so many links, because you need lots of links against stalkers. You need somebody to tank for hydras. And that's too bad that I lost most of them. I can still make Ravagers, and I should just still keep the pressure going, because once he gets the storms, the game is over. Against the storms, there's just no hope for me, so that's the only way. Alright, let's go. That's the last try. It's the last try we're gonna get in this game. Oh, it's gonna be the Oracle. Alright. Yeah, there is such a big static defense. Yeah. Oh, there's still no speed for these units, but yeah, I'm not winning here. Even though I kind of destroyed like half of his army, that's still not enough. Apparently, I probably should have attacked the third base instead. I was dumb. I decided to attack this base, but that's still fine. Maybe I can actually apply pressure from here. Can I? No, right. That's only for Terrans, for the Liberators and Siege Tanks, right? Right. That's only for that race. Alright. We have the equal economy, but yeah. What are the upgrades actually? I want to check his upgrades. And just prepare for lurkers as well. Still no speed for the units though. Interesting. Oh, god damn it. He's actually being super aggressive. Feels like I need some extra roaches, but probably no. I think this was a bad engagement for him actually, but... Oh no, there's the mothership. No, get back. Yeah, I was pretty close. I think I just attacked in a very bad position. Should have went for the third base. Even though there's static defense, I think just the arc would have been better. But yeah, pretty bad game by me, but you know, shit happens. GG. I wanna check it out again. He had like... I think we were pretty even for the whole game. Yeah, this attack was especially good, yeah. He took out most of his army, but yeah, I just don't have enough forces now. Maybe I should have drawn slightly. I only have like 56. And yeah, this was like the weakest point for him. Yeah, should have just retreated and waited. Because there was no High Templars in plan. I was a bit afraid that he was gonna tech up, and that's why I was pushing him so hard. That's why I was trying to attack him all the time. But this was not the case, he was just spamming stalkers. And if I knew that I could have actually... Oh, he was actually going straight into carriers, interesting. But yeah, I think the good way to play that would be just to... take a break, I guess, you know. Just save some forces. And this was actually a terrible fight, I lost all of my links. I had like a great army. I think this army would have actually performed better than his, especially if I still had the links, but because I traded the links, now I have to wait again. And this is a big deal right now, because he gets the +3 upgrade done in the meantime. And he also just gets the static defense, which was a big problem for me. Yeah, pretty bad. This was totally salvageable, but I just took a couple of bad decisions. What happens? Hi, Rising Hero Man. Backseat Gaming right here, yep. Alright, what do you think of Zero Space? Zero Space is quite interesting, but I don't really have any kind of like a well-formulated opinion, because this game is still in development. I haven't tried it myself this much. So I'm just waiting. I hope they learn from Stormgate's mistakes, because clearly they probably followed Stormgate's development pretty tightly, so they should know what to expect and what should they do instead. So I'm looking forward to it, but not really putting any like big hopes on this game. You know, just looking for like a really good RTS with a good campaign and like some replayability, but not thinking of Zero Space in terms of esports.
More minerals required.
Okay. We got a lot of really strong opponents today. We're playing against 6k Zerg. That's quite above my level of play. But I'm gonna be doing something cheesy again. Today I'm playing mostly cheeses. The last game was kind of micro, but you know, not the same level you see on big events like XWCS or like ESL Masters or RSL, right?
Mineral quantity insufficient.
Okay, so I will be doing like a small version of a bailing bus. Not like super committed to this, but something cheesy. Let's put it that way. Nowadays, nobody really plays this build order this much. I think it just
Not enough minerals.
is just non-existent anymore. Because everybody got so good in this game that they can counter that pretty easily. But back in my days, it was a pretty popular thing to play. So you just go for this amount of links and then you just do a link flood after that. And I still haven't seen his base, by the way, which is troublesome. Oh, okay, there's the Overlord. All right, so I get it now. It's probably there. That's actually good. This map is pretty great for any kind of cheesy play styles, because you never expect that, right? Normally, at least, you normally don't expect that, so that's a nice addition to my strategy. And now I can actually snipe him, snipe this unit, the Overlord. Oh, actually 6 links. Okay, so he's prepared. He's very much prepared to defend against me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why did I do that? Oh my god. I cannot afford to lose that. Please. Oh, no, I'm gonna lose it. Shit. That's pretty bad. Oh my god. Anyway. It's time to start blasting. This is a very cheap cheese, actually, but let's hope it works well. He's probably... Okay, he's gonna be able to see it now. I just need to... Oh no, he made a wall. Shh, that's bad. Oh, that's so bad, but actually I'm breaking... Oh my god, that's so nice. Changing my mood like crazy, but that's true. I just need to make... Okay, there's no link speed. I just need to make sure there are no roaches, and this game is sealed for me. Right? Should be so. And there's actually gonna be this good fight. Right, so... Easy game. Easy game. It's like, you know, I don't really deserve this victory, but it is what it is, right? It's StarCraft 2. Yep. He's dead. He's 100% dead. There's just no way he can recover from that. Even if he does, we are on the same economy now, so it doesn't matter. There is no link speed, there's no bailings, right? Yeah, absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. I can just camp there. Just spawn kill those links here. Yeah. He cannot afford to lose the base, he knows that. He knows that very well. If he loses the second base, the game's over no matter what happens afterwards, so... He knows that very much. Very well, sorry. Yeah, it's over. Nice. Free MMR for me. Totally didn't deserve that, but... That's StarCraft 2. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that he didn't scout it. He just decided not to scout me. You know, it's like, it's such a map where you normally You normally should do something about that, right? You should at least send a pair of links, but he's just not doing that. Why? It's weird. This map is like super cheesy because of this like free spawning locations. Your English is very fast, but here can't keep up. Sorry, I'll slow down. I'm just feeling a bit nervous, you know, I haven't streamed for a while. That's why I'm talking too fast. Normally I don't talk that fast, sorry. I don't think any RTS can afford to be esports, except StarCraft 2, of course. Well, it depends a lot on the audience. If a new game manages to attract a sizable audience, I think there is still a chance. But you know, it's tough. It's really tough because the market is not that big compared to other genres. There are like only a handful of players who are still enjoying RTS games. And you got to account for that. And unfortunately, that's why we only see like indie games being produced, but no really big AAA RTS games on the market. I don't think it's gonna change unless somebody is just willing to dump a huge sum of money and expect very low returns. Stormgate was kind of that. But the problem is that even with that amount of money, and they had 40 million, which is a lot, which is really a lot. If you remember that StarCraft 2 cost, let me count. It costed what? It was 100 million, right? Stormgate was a fraction of that. That was like 40% of that, but still, that's a lot. That's a lot by modern standards. I believe Company of Heroes 3, which is much more successful. I think it was much cheaper than Stormgate as well. It was, I don't remember the numbers, but I think it was like I believe they published their sales, you know, their numbers, and they told something like that the game was profitable actually. And if you do the math, if you just do the math, I think it would be like the sales brought them like 10, maybe 15 or 20 million, somewhere in between those numbers. I don't really remember the figures correctly, sorry. And they said that the game was profitable. So it means that Company of Heroes 3 was around like 10 to 20 million cost. So, you know, this means that the game was much cheaper than Stormgate, and they performed much better. So, you know, there is still a chance in the future, but I think with the current market, with the current gaming industry, it is really unlikely. Maybe in future, maybe when the economy is growing again in the West specifically, maybe we'll see something like that. But I'm not on hopium for this genre, unfortunately. No copium, no hopium, just the reality. But I'm fine, you know, even if we don't have any new RTS games, we still have StarCraft 2, we still have Age of Empires 4. Age of Empires 4 is actually pretty fresh. It's released, what, 2021? I think so. So it's a new game, basically. Terran OP. It's interesting. Speaking fast because I'm playing StarCraft. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Star game used to be a piece of crap in the beginning. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It got much better, but yeah. They just ran out of money. That's what it is, pretty much. I think if they had like maybe like 80 million, then it would have been a different story. But one can only dream of such amount of money, right? As a company, and I just don't think that an RTS game can attract so many investors that will willingly put so much money for a project that inherently has a small market share. So, in my opinion, StarCraft 2 was one of a kind because it had a really large budget and it was an exceptionally good game. So, yeah. You know, sometimes with like particular genres we just have to accept that the world moves on. And it happened with many games. It happened not only with RTS games. happened with some kinds of shooter games as well, like FPS games. Remember, like games like Medal of Honor, like what no, what was it called? Sorry, Operation Flashpoint, Delta Force, the old one. There were like a lot of games that were very good, and personally, I used to like them when I was a kid, but they just died out because other games were more interesting, they were more innovative, and this is a natural process, this is just a competition. And I know a lot of people who used to play RTS games, by the way, but they just switched to playing MOBA or card games or even like other genres like extraction shooters, which are very popular nowadays, like Escape from Tarkov, Ark Riders, Helldivers, and many others. These games are really cool as well, so there's a big variety of new games on the market, so yeah. StarCraft 2 is so old, our hairline is mined out. Yeah, it's true, it's true. But even though this game is old, it still looks very nice to me. To me, it looks really, really good visually, you know. Like sometimes I try to play old games from my childhood, and almost all of them look like crap. StarCraft 2 is not like this. StarCraft 2 still looks really good.
Not enough minerals.
Brood War looks like crap, for example, but you know it has its aesthetics. Sorry, that would be like very, very offensive to say so. But you know, StarCraft 2 is still very much modern. I think it still holds up very well, even compared to many new RTS games and some other games as well. Alright, so I'm playing against the guy who is gonna be doing the Twilight opener, so I'll need a Roach Warren. I don't like this opener. It's quite difficult to deal with, for me at least, but let's try our best. I'll need around 36 workers, and that would be it. That would be it.
Insufficient energy.
Let's just double check it. Yeah, 36 is a good number. Battle cruisers. Yeah, battle cruisers. Unfortunately, they don't perform well. They're kind of good in ZVT. Sometimes they work well. But yeah, in general, I agree. Battle cruisers, they're not the best tool in combat, unfortunately. I need to make sure there is no Dark Shrine. Dark Shrine is probably the only thing that can really, really harm me a lot.
Insufficient energy.
If there is no Dark Shrine, then there is no problem for me, I feel like. Since there is no gas, I think there's not gonna be like... But there... Oh, actually, there are a lot of adepts. Oh my god, yeah. Okay, so it's not a Dark Shrine, but there is gonna be lots of adepts. I think more than I expected initially. Way more. Yeah. It's extremely... Okay, I know this guy. I know this guy. This is... It's probably a Russian player, if I remember correctly. He knows what I play, and I also know what he does. Yeah. And I think I have like a pretty good setup so far. I just need to make sure that I don't fall short, because he's probably gonna be trying to attack me right now with some War Prism stuff on the main. It's likely. Or, yeah, he's going for this attack. Exactly.
Swarm forces under attack.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's already looking not that great. I really need the... How's it called? Okay, if I'm gonna be getting the War Prism, that's gonna be big, actually. I didn't get it, but at least I got the adepts there. Yep. That's actually looking pretty decent. I can drone up a bit. I'm not gonna lose the base, and I countered his attack on my main, so I'm in a pretty decent spot right now, to be honest, and that's pretty good. I just need to make sure I'm not losing any. Yeah, those drones I was talking about. The only problem, my lair is pretty damn late, but he's preparing for a counterattack. I can see that. Yeah, double battery, but that's fine. Like. He needs the base now, so There is no base.
Insufficient.
I'm golden. I'm good.
More minerals required.
But yeah,
Enough.
there will be a follow-up attack for sure. Yeah, sentries, more sentries. There's gonna be a very, very big push coming my way. And I just need roaches, lynx, and some ravagers to counter that. Probably don't need the upgrades, to be honest.
Sufficient mineral quantity. Insufficient. Swarm forces under attack.
Okay,
Minerals
yeah.
required.
He wants to expand, actually. Yeah, seems like that. Maybe then I need the upgrade still.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
Yeah, could be the case. Still need this. But I think there's gonna be a fake base. I don't believe this. That's fake news.
More minerals required.
I still think that he'll go for an all-in attack. There's just too many mortals.
Enough minerals.
And this is just a fake base. Right.
Minerals.
Right. Even if he plants it, that's just no way this is gonna be for real. But yeah, he's also observing my army, by the way. Yeah, there is this observer guy. Damn bad. Mr. Observer guy, go away. Yeah, he knows my economy is trash. He knows it now. I'm gonna eliminate the observer. No witnesses.
Need more Vespine gas. More.
I need the speed though. I cannot attack without the speed. That's gonna be
Mineral field
a
exhausted.
very bad fight if I just go on like this. I need this upgrade first and foremost. Oh, he's actually coming down. Oh, hello. Hello, my friends. It's kind of bad though. Yeah, that's not good. I need to get the sentries. I didn't get the sentries. Oh no. Oh no.
Mineral cluster expended.
This was bad. This was really bad. That's not the end of the world still.
Mineral field depleted. Insufficient Vespine.
If he's not attacking me right now, I can wait for the upgrade and I can... Oh, no. Wait a minute, there's such a big wave. Never mind.
Attack.
And he has so many sentries. That's a bad thing. Yeah. He doesn't have this much sentry energy anymore, but do I have enough units to counter this still? That's the question. Yeah, that's a pretty big attack. I should have played it better, and I think now he has enough forces to just crush me straight. Yeah, in a straight fight. Yeah. Unfortunate, I think I played well, but it was not enough.
Gas. Drones under insufficient Vespine.
I can still try to maybe buy some time, but probably not gonna be working very well for me. He can now just retreat, he knows that. Yeah, he knows that he can just go back, even though I still have like a working like a big army and stuff, but he can just retreat and play like a completely different game. Well, didn't go well, yeah. Let's try to go for mutas then. That's the only hope that I can still have in this game. I can try to rebuild the base and I can try to go for mutas. But overall, this is a pretty shitty position to be in. Yep. Completely mismanaged the micro in this battle.
Not enough energy.
Hello. Yeah.
Insufficient energy.
Yeah, I think I should have stayed at home. I tried to attack him and this was a bad decision. Because now he's in a good spot. What I can still do, I can still try to go for a base trade. I can hide my units somewhere, maybe. Like here. And I can still try to go for like a big base trade. This is the only thing that I can still afford in this game. And maybe it can work, but obviously this is a pretty bad position to be in. And yeah, that's not looking good at all. But maybe the base trade can still save me. I don't know. Like under like certain conditions you can still trade really well. And yeah, he's going for an all-in attack, obviously. But I already like decided to hide my army, so that's a good thing. Okay, no, I'm not attacking this base. I'm just going straight for the kill.
Swarm forces under attack.
I'm just gonna be sending a couple of units there just to deal with this. Okay, he's back. I have to fight this. I cannot just evade him anymore, but this is gonna be at least a fight on my conditions. Well, let's see what we can accomplish. Not much. The batteries are pretty good. Yeah, the batteries are just too good, but I'm gonna get my Mutos at least, right? And I got a lot of his units, and he doesn't have the cybernetic core, by the way. Yeah, he doesn't have the cybernetic core. That's actually, that could be a game changer right now, right? Oh, he's still coming up. I just need to focus the sentries, and I'm gonna have the Mutos. And even though my economy is dog shit, I can still do something. Yeah, I can still fight. Let's go, boys. If this works, I'm gonna be very, very grateful for my Mutos, but I don't think it should work. But maybe it will. Let's see. The problem is that he still has the sentries. I didn't kill all of them. And this army is scary. It's really, really scary. And yeah, he's gonna be attacking me, of course. And I think I can defend this, actually, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to recover after this attack. This is the problem, right? Yeah, he already restored his production. That's a bad thing. That's another bad thing here. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be dead, but maybe I can still do something. No. If I bought more time, maybe, right. I can still build on Mutos. There are just no other units in this pack. And I should just counterattack with this small stack of my army, right? Right, I think this is the best way I can do this. Yeah. But the batteries, though. The batteries are pretty huge here. Yeah. Damn, those batteries. They are so good. Oh, this was a close game, though. It was much closer than I expected. Okay. I don't have that. Wait, I shouldn't be building these units. Should be building only Mutos. GG. Okay. Yeah, no way. We were kinda close, though. Probably should have went for an immediate base trade with Mutos instead. Where did he build the cybernetics? I didn't see that. It was on the main, right? Let me just check. I just want to check this replay. This was actually my game, I think. I just threw it. Because I had like a very good defense in the very first half of this game. That was pretty good. But afterwards, I just went to shit very quickly. Yeah, this battle was just horrible. Oh my god. So bad. But still, even after this battle, I still had a chance, but I missed Microwave. He has like a gazillion of sentries, and also the force fields with them, and I just need to bite them. I just need to bite him, but again, couldn't just disengage here. Just got a very poor fight. But even after that, I think I still had a shot, especially with the maneuver that I came up with. So I just want to see this recall. Yeah, this recall was very good. He had like lots of sentries, and I got the cybernetics, which was very important, but I didn't really get the workers. This was a big problem because I got a lot of economy on the second base, I believe it was like this. Yeah, this was the way. Yeah, I got a couple of drones, but I didn't get anything here, unfortunately. Yeah, and the cybernetics was already there, so he quickly rebuilt that. Very important building. So yeah, my Mutos were already late. I couldn't really do much with those Mutos. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was game over already. There's no way that I defend against this attack. But it was a nice try anyway. That was pretty fun. Okay, let's check the chat now. Do you have a piece of advice on how to spend our money when Echo is skyrocketing? Imagine 2 bases and after a -6 aggression. As a Terran, you mean? If you are playing as a Terran, you just add more infrastructure, you just add an extra CC. That's always good. Basically, like, you are never wrong if you're adding an extra CC because you can always use mules. And mules are pretty OP. That's probably the best unit that Terran race has, to be honest. Because it's so versatile. Even if you don't need mules at the moment, you can use the scans. They're pretty decent too. So that's what I would suggest. Love your videos. Thank you, Lucas. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Okay, let's go on. So far, we got more losses than victories, but that's expected, you know. I'm a bit rusty. I'm a bit old, so... I think, yes, for Zerg, if you're asking for Zerg race, the ultimate answer is more hatcheries and more drones. You can never really go wrong with this. Road to Grandmaster, maybe? Yeah, I'm already Grandmaster, because I already have like 5.5k MMR. And current Grandmaster is what? So I would be around top 50, maybe actually it's slightly even above than top 50. And Grandmaster in Europe starts from 4.7, so I'm already there, but I just need more games because I've been lazy for the past couple of years, right? You need to play more. And I only have what? I only have 10 games this season. Not a good stats, by the way. Not a good stat, right? Are you a pro gamer? No, I'm not. No, I'm just a content creator. I used to be like a decent level. I tried to become a pro gamer, but I switched to YouTube almost immediately. Played mostly on my local scene in Russia. So my highest rank was place 29th, so around top 30, back in 2019. But after that, I got shot in the knee. Now I don't play that well. But, you know, I can still maintain Grandmaster level with ease. Okay, we got against Fiant. Fiant should be aware of my playstyle. We match quite a lot on ladder, so... should I go Mutus again? I like Mutus, actually. So you have to play more to appear on the ladder. Yeah, you need to have at least, I believe, 30 games every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, something like that. So 30 games every 2 weeks, I believe that's the number. And I don't have that many numbers this season. I only played 10 games so far, and all of those games were on stream. Yeah, Zerg need to inject, that's true. But also, yeah, additional hatcheries is a go-to. Even if you take a look at somebody like Dark, or Solar, or Shin, or pretty much any Korean pro player, when they have like an excess of minerals, they just build an extra base. Sometimes you can go for a macro hatchery on your main. That's also nice. But most of the time, I think it's even better to put just your hatchery where you would naturally put your base just sometime later, right? It's like a proper expansion, but it works as a macro hatchery for some time before you saturate that, so... That's a pretty usual way of how many Zerg players do that. Alright, so... The rush distance on this map is actually pretty small. I think it would be a good map for playing 12 pool. Macroscope for missing timings. I agree, man. Yeah. Unless you're Serral, you should be playing more timing attacks and just more like maybe something like you should probably just plan your game around timing attacks in general if you are not Serral level, because playing proper macro like Serral does in StarCraft 2 is insanely difficult. So
Mineral quantity
yeah.
insufficient.
Were you Zerg when you tried to be pro? Yeah. I never really played other races much. I tried to play Protoss, I tried to play Terran, but I only have like a handful of games on other races, so yeah. I'm just Zerg main and that's it. Back in my days, everybody just played their main race, not like nowadays when Clem plays as Protoss and Raynor plays as Protoss as well, if I remember right. Everybody just played their own race and that was it. And I chose Zerg. And I think I explained in some of my videos before, Zerg is a very good race for people who have horrible micro, and that's exactly who I am. I have extremely bad micro control, as you can see. But it's fine if you have a nice multitasking, if you have like high APM, that's fine. That's pretty much doable if you are playing Zerg. But that's really bad if you are playing Terran And sometimes it's also bad if you're playing Protoss. Protoss also like sometimes require heavy micro. So yeah.
Quantity insufficient.
It seemed to me that Zerg was the easy race. The easiest race in the game, and
Required.
I still abide by this opinion, even though that there were like times when Protoss were objectively better, or like
Quantity insufficient.
Terran were better. But in general, I think Zerg gameplay loop is just really nice, and I enjoy it more than other races, right?
Enough minerals.
Okay, so he's going for a big attack. It's not good.
Enough. Swarm forces under
Oh, that's actually pretty bad. He's going for a really, really big attack. No? Okay. I've got the bailing, but he's probably making his own bailing somewhere, right? Right? Oh. Okay, no. He's not doing that, but I made the bailings. Yep, let's go. Oh, this guy's too good. This guy's too good, but at least we got some mining time, right? He didn't mine for a while. That was cool as well. And actually, I'm just gonna be striking with a lot of forces. He doesn't have many at home, right? That's nice. Actually, we might as well just finish the game right here. Queens are a problem though, but if I just focus fire the banelings... No, I won't be able to do that. Okay, never mind. I can just go for a direct attack on his hatchery and actually get some workers. Why not? Maybe even get one queen. That's also manageable. Right. And not too bad, but I need to wait for my upgrades. I'm not playing that just for fun, right? I need them. Oh, he made ton of links. That's nice. That's actually very good, because I'm playing upgrades. I'm playing +1 on both Carapace and melee, so that's gonna be a big problem for him. But I still need the upgrades. They're still not done. This is a bad news for me. Yeah, it's bad news. But it's fine still, I think. Yeah. Sounds about right. Okay. Okay, no bailings. Alright. Yeah, and as soon as I get my upgrades, I will be completely fine. Because now every trade I take is gonna be much better. It's gonna be one-sided for me. The only problem is that he now has the roaches, but I think it's still manageable, right? Roaches are also... They die quite a lot. They die quite fast if you have the +1. I got the melee, right? Right. The melee is the first grade that I did. I'm afraid he can still stabilize. So I need to make sure that I keep on pressuring him. And I just need to make sure that we don't have this base trade scenario. Because this is gonna be a disaster for me if we do that. Not the base trade, sorry, but the main attack. But that's exactly what he's going for, so yeah. Well, I guess this will be a base trade then. Okay. That's not what I would prefer, but it is what it is, right? We barely did this. Nice. Nice, we also got the Banes. Oh, that's very big. That's big. That's extremely great. And now we can just fight him there. We're not gonna be successful at home. Doesn't matter, we just need to win here. We just need to win here at any cost. We got the grades. He has the base. Has everything, and now I just need to evacuate. Maybe just one drone, please. Just one drone would be nice. Yep, we're winning. Yeah, the double upgrades are doing its magic. Oh, the Banex, yes! Oh my god, this was such a good hit. This was amazing. There was still, I think, one Baneling somewhere. No? No Banelings? I'm half dead though, like, he still managed to kill, like, majority of my forces. And I don't have any, like, spare... Okay, I just need to evacuate some of my drones. I need to do this ASAP. No larva there. Okay. I wonder if I just need to save some of my drones, and I can still win this base trade, right? I just need to make sure I evacuate those drones. Yep, I did this. I'm gonna put the base. Should be in time. Should just micro well now. But I don't have many links though. This is the problem. This is a big freaking problem. I don't have the links. I don't have them. Is it a draw? Is it a draw?
Hive cluster under
I wonder if that's a draw. Because he doesn't have enough forces. That's very obvious to me. But I also don't have many buildings. Shit.
on Vespine Geyser.
That's what. Is this my last building or what? Okay. So he has only 2 buildings. This is the primary one, and he can defend that well. He can absolutely defend this very, very well. I can only fight here. This is probably... This is not a draw. I think I'm gonna lose this, but I can still give it a try at least. At the very least, yeah. Too bad. I just needed a couple more units. Couple more. Just a couple more. Okay, so let's try to circumvent those forces. I need to get the extractor, first and foremost. The Roach Warden is gonna die on itself, it's fine. Now I need to get the hatchery. Hatchery, please die. There's no way he dies, no way, no way. But the Roach Warden is dead, thank god. But that's not enough, obviously, right? Oh, no, 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 don't get the links, don't get the links. Now, the cool part about it, I still have the links. The bad part about it, that he can now split his roaches. He has more than enough to split them, and he can also wait out, because his hatchery is gonna regenerate HP, right? Yeah, it's not salvageable for me, I'm afraid. Yeah, it's over.
Hive cluster under direct assault.
Yeah, no way I kill it. No way. I'll give it a try, but... very close. If I had maybe like 8 more Zerglings, it would have been doable, right? 42 HP and he survived this. That was cool. That was a cool game. I think I messed up with my static defense. I should have put more spine crawlers here. I could have survived that. Yeah. I think it could have been possible. Goblin the Quake guy would be proud, yeah. So close. That was insanely close. Yeah, just 42 HP. If I was just slightly lucky, slightly more lucky, could have worked out. But it didn't. Alright. Zerg strategy F2, go for a coffee, come back you won. True. Also build some drones. That's the most important part of the Zerg strategy. Terran strategy, if you're not born with some fingers on each hand, get 2 fingers implanted. Yeah, and then get the carpal tunnel syndrome. Proto strategy. Proto strategy is just build units. Build Skytos. That would be my guess. Okay, so... not playing that well today. Let's get another Zuzi against Fiant once again. Okay, so same map, right? Yeah. Let's go for the 12 pool then. Oh, it's not the same map. What's the same map? Oh my god. I have a memory loss. I'm still not used to those maps, unfortunately. I only played ladder for a couple of hours now, and I haven't played when the patch released, so need more time to get familiar with all of this new stuff.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
You have map clicks and map control for a streamer. I don't remember you in pro pool. Now it makes sense. Yeah, I wasn't really that active on the pro scene. I never really qualified for WCS when it was active, you know, in 2019. I was not really at that level yet, and I only played in like local scene. I can show you like a Liquipedia page later. I was quite good on my local scene in Russia, but, you know, that was obviously not enough. And at one point in 2020, we got a COVID lockdown, like every other European country. And I just decided to go for streaming on YouTube, first in Russian, and then 2 years later I came up with this channel. So yeah, I pretty much just decided not to pursue the career in esports. Just decided that I was a bit too risky for me, and I kind of always felt that I'm maybe like slightly lacking compared to other players, especially when it comes to microcontrol, as I said previously. I'm not that great when it comes to micro, and this was like my big drawback compared to other players, so I decided, okay, maybe I'm gonna be a better streamer or like a content creator instead, since I know StarCraft so well. I can talk about that. I love this game, and it's gonna be like a better use of my time, and it's better for other StarCraft 2 players and fans. So yeah, that's it.
Queen birth successful.
So obviously gonna defend this. Oh. Didn't get any damage down, that's fine. Can just go back now. Just build a wall.
More minerals required.
Shouldn't be that many links here
Not enough minerals.
from his side.
Newly birthed queen. Mineral quantity insufficient.
But I wonder about the wall on this map. It looks a bit weird to me. Is it even possible to do like a proper wall up here?
More minerals
I don't know.
required. Not enough.
I think should be the case, but
Enough
let's see.
energy. Queen mineral quantity insufficient. More minerals required.
I'm gonna go for a link flood again. Let's build a Roach Warren. Okay, it's fine. And just make links.
Not enough minerals insufficient.
If I'm lucky, he has skipped the link speed. If I'm lucky, and then I'm gonna have like a really good time with this build order. If not, then it depends. But in general, this is like a very common follow-up.
Required. Not
Let's build cannons and get Axel. You're referring to this
required.
printf guy, right? Yeah, he's a funny guy.
Insufficient.
Crazy guy, I would say.
More
Okay, no link speed. That's nice. That's incredibly good. But he's gonna break the wall. No. That's bad. Not so good anymore.
drones under attack. More.
I'm gonna have the speed soon, so it's fine.
Not enough.
But I would very much prefer that he didn't scout that, because now he has the time to build a wall.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
Oh yeah, the wall. It's so good. Oh my god, no, it's completely backfired on me.
Not more.
Bad.
Lords
Sorry guys, I'm playing like shit today. Trying my best, but it's too hard. Evening ladder is very strong in Europe, I guess. Alright, yeah, no way I'm breaking it. He went for a normal 2-base build, right? Let me check. I don't like this wall strat. Yeah, well, there are quite a lot of like interesting build orders with the wall. I think I messed up a bit with the timing. I should have added gas earlier. I just did it very late, but I was expecting him to go 3-base instead of 2-base. It kind of feels to me that the way he played that is... It's kind of good, but I think normally you play the different playstyle. You just go for like a normal 3-base opener, and that's quite good. But again, like it can work. It can work, and yeah, it absolutely backfired on me because I was expecting something completely different. And the build orders that I played, they rely on this certain strategies that you have to face, right? And this was like a hard counter for that, so no chance for me. Oh no, this guy again. Oh, he's really good. He's really good, especially in this matchup. Like, I know a lot of Zerg players who have like a really high MMR, but they don't really play this well. They're quite good in other matchups, but in ZVZ they are not that great. But this guy is especially good in Mirror, so... Alright, I'm gonna be playing another build order from my collection,
more minerals.
which would be Mutus. Alright, this map reminds me of Eternal Empire. There was a map like this and like so the Void. And also Cloud Kingdom. This is just like this OG Cloud Kingdom layout where there is this rocks and the ramp, and then there is this third base. The only third base that you can take, pretty much. You cannot really take. You can take this one, but probably hard to defend.
Not enough minerals.
Yeah, ZVZ is a tricky matchup. I love it. It's actually my best matchup, but Fiant is just so much better than I am. So I gotta think of something crazy to outpace him. Hello. Hi, Proxyman. Nice to see you. Alright, so... what would I play here? I think Mutas are good. This map is actually quite large. You live in Russia? No, I don't live in Russia. I left it a couple years ago. Right now I'm in Serbia. I lived in across many countries actually for the past 4 years. I've been living like, you know, as this popular lifestyle right now as a digital nomad. And I'm gonna be visiting more countries this year. I'm going to Asia. I'm gonna visit Thailand. I'm probably gonna be in South Korea if everything works out well for me. I should be there. Right now I'm in Serbia. I've been living there for the past year. Had quite a good time here, but gonna move to a different place, unfortunately, due to some things, due to some financial calculations and some other reasons as well. Here that we have like a pretty problematic climate. They use coal and wood for heating in winter. And it's really difficult to breathe here, you know. I think Serbia is like #1 cancer in Europe, something like that, lung cancer. You know, they're just trying to cosplay Walter White from Breaking Bad. And I have asthma. I have like some breathing problems. It's not like in a bad form like many people have where they have to inhale constantly something. You know, all this like medications. I don't have that, but still it's not really good for my lungs. So it's not really a great place for me to live. I have like sore throat all the time. I have like blood from my nose and, you know, many other things of a dry climate with not such a fresh air. So, yeah. That's why I'm moving. My health got a bit bad since I started living here, unfortunately, because of that. Never realized that I'm quite sensitive to air, you know, to such a thing. I always thought that, you know, I come from Taganrog. Taganrog wasn't really like a... It's a small city in Russia. It's not really that clean. But I guess it was less polluted than this one. Than Novi Sad, where I live right now in Serbia. So yeah. Alright, so we're going for Mutas this game. Oh, Jesus Christ. So many links here. Oh no. No! Not the drones. Bruh. That's bad, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad. I think the bailing's coming as well, so... They already overmade links, so should probably stop doing that. Yeah. This was a big attack, but this is not like a problem, because I'm playing like a build order that relies a lot on gas, so I can afford to drone later on, because I'm gonna have like superior attack. Oh. South Korea, yeah, I have a lot of plans. I have a lot of plans there. I'm gonna... Oh, okay, this guy's going for a bigger timing again. Oh no. I think he knows me too well. He knows that I am this, like, annoying, cheesy guy, so... especially when it comes to this matchup, so he just blind counters me all the time. This is at least how I feel about our interactions with him, so yeah. He's going, like, for the best possible thing to counter me. Even though, like, I have it well with my upgrades right now, it's not gonna be enough. This time though, if I manage to do a lot of damage, there is still hope, because I'm gonna be able to use mutas. Last time when I played this build order, I had 0 mutas, so hence I had 0 chance to actually counter on what he was doing. But this time, there is still hope, right? Maybe it's hopium, maybe it's not real hope, right? But I want to believe, right? But yeah, probably it's still over. Yeah. Even if I stabilize, he has too many workers. Yeah, too many workers. Is a perfect counter by him. Very well played. If I cannot afford to lose the base, I also cannot afford to lose the workers. So yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna be as poor as a church mouse. Yeah, pretty bad. If he gets the Spire, that's 100% game over. Maybe if I can still save the Spire, maybe I should still try to do something with this game, but it's very much unlikely that I will be able to win this. Very unlikely. But at least I did something, right? Okay, now we can get him. The problem with mutas and this build order in general is that it's extremely vulnerable to this type of timings, and it's really hard to counter. But I think like another problem with his playstyle, or maybe like I'm not sure like if this was intentional, maybe he's just doing that every game, but he likes to go for this roach kind of pushes, you know. Normally you don't really do that all the time, all the games, but he does. And this is a very good counter for Muta playstyle in general. So like, I think I should just go for my own roaches instead next time we play. I should just go for the Carapace +1 roach push. It should counter him perfectly.
Quantity insufficient. Not enough minerals.
Well, at least I got some of the units, I guess. I still have like a sizable amount of drones, at least something. Maybe there is still hope, or maybe I'm just on hopium, I don't know. But let's believe. Let's give it a try. But yeah, the fact that he has 3 bases is really bad. I think if I just sniped that, if I sniped the 3rd base, then it would have been different. Oh, no drones. He's going for a Nidus 100%. This is a Nidus swarm. I do not believe this is not a Nidus swarm. This should be a Nidus swarm, right? Where is your Nidus, man? Show me that. No, it's not a Nidus. All right, maybe I'm completely wrong. All right, my friend. Maybe no. Is it Hydras? Is it like super fast Hydras? No. What's that? What's he doing? Like, I'm genuinely curious right now because it looks really weird. But at the same time, he doesn't have any. He doesn't really have many units. It's interesting. I would expect he would have like a giant army right now, by now, right? But there are no drones. Well, only a couple, to be honest, to be exact, and also nothing that looks scary to me right now. It's good. It's actually really good. Let's go for the main. 1 queen only. That's pretty much, that's doable. That's, oh, stupid Muta. Why would you do that? Oh, he doesn't have a layer. Wait. Oh, there's no layer. Oh my god, that makes sense now. Oh my god, I was so dumb. There's just no layer. That's why he cannot do anything. Oh my god. I should have thought about that before. Oh my god, am I gonna win this game? Oh, it's impossible. No. Just go back. Go back, you stupid bastards. Just go back. We're gonna do that with our... Oh yeah. Just use the spore. This was the best queen that he had. If I can still keep up with his count, with the low queen count, I think this game is still pretty much doable. Because he doesn't have a lot. He only has layer now, so there are just no Hydras in production. There's just nothing basically, and I'm gonna be having the +2 on Muta very soon. And also I got the roaches. That's also very nice. No, wait, my bro. Wait. Yeah. That's actually pretty great. That's much better than I expected. I thought for some reason that this game was over. It's actually far from over. We can still do it, boys. We can still do it. That's just a good chance that we can pull it off. But I still need to be extremely cautious, though. Oh, this is a good place for Mutas. This is a great place for... Oh, Hydras now, okay. Hydras are a problem, of course. Hydras are gonna be like this biggest hard counter ever. But I had a good time just denying his economy as well, and I should just transition into Banelings by now. Oh, wait, I have a Baneling nest ready, right? Oh no. This is scary. This is freaking scary. Alright, this is extremely scary. I knew this is gonna come, but... God damn it. This is a bad thing for me right now. This is like the best counter that you can come up with against this particular playstyle. The very best playstyle that you can have. Just the borrowed roaches, because you cannot really do anything against that. You cannot defend with links, unless you have upgrades, not in my case. And you need tons of overseers to counter that. Yeah. This is well done by him. Now I need spines, I need spores, and I need just everything that I can gather. But hopefully it was the last wave for now. Yeah, I need to do Baneling run-bys now. That's the only good thing that I can do. I have very good upgrades on my Mutas already. They are +2. They should be very good on those like attacks, stuff like that. But I really need Banelings now, because if he gets to lurkers, the game could be very difficult for me. If I manage to kill him before lurkers, it's very much salvageable still. Yeah, oh no, lurkers are building already. That's bad. Well, maybe it's not that bad, actually. I'm gonna get the workers here at least. And I'm actually gonna get the lurker done as well. Wow, that's pretty nice. So he's a 2-base Zerg, but he's going for this attack, right? No? Defending. Alright. How many Hydras? No, not many Hydras at all. Yeah, he spent everything into lurkers. This was a mistake by him. Nice. That's very nice. I think it's over for him. Should be over at least. I have a robust economy. I have many mutas. And yeah, there are some lurkers, but who cares? I can get this thing. Yeah, it's over. It's 100% over. I just don't see him coming back from this. Even with infestors, even with anything, I already have like too much supply. And I can actually snipe that. I can drone up a bit here. Yeah, whatever. That's it. Yeah, I think he's just scoping now. To be honest, like no way he pulls it off. If he does that, I'm deleting StarCraft 2 for real. There's just no way he wins that. Does he have like a base? Maybe I didn't see that. That's like the only thing that can still save his position. If there is a base, then maybe. But I don't think so. And there's there's just no way that he will be building Vipers this game ever soon. And yeah, they're just, you know what, like a couple of Hydras. A lot of spores. They win an infestor. That was a nice fungal. I just need a bigger economy, and this will seal the deal. Yeah. Alright, we got a victory against Fjand. That's nice. I took my revenge for the loss streak that I had against him. But I want to see the build order, because this was the thing that I was very curious about. So he's playing the same way as I do, but he's going for a very early Roach Warren, right? Yeah, there is a Roach Warren. Yeah. So he was planning to do this attack. Okay, and this was intentional because you don't need a second gas this early. And normally you would like to put down an evolution chamber. He didn't have that. So this was basically an all-in against me, and he was expecting that I would play the same Link playstyle with Evos and double upgrades, but no. And this actually what saved me. And I wonder how many workers I killed, because it felt to me that his economy was so stronger than mine that it didn't really matter. But actually, I did a lot of economic damage, right? Yeah, I see it right now. For some reason, I thought that he had like 30, maybe like 35 workers. But he actually had only, what, 20, right? Of course, I had 14. This is also not a great number to have, but... yeah, I actually stabilized very quickly, and yeah, this was basically game over for him. I just overestimated his economy a lot. Yeah, I thought that he has a lot, but no, it's not the case. And basically, it's very, very hard to come back from this situation for a player who doesn't have the map control, and in this case, it was my opponent, Fiant. And I also keep on doing some damage, even though I lose some utas, but it's fine because I'm droning behind all those engagements, so that was nice. And yeah. And he also made like this mistake. It's really, really tough to play against this Muta playstyle for one reason. This was a very good move by him, and I was actually legit scared that he would just end me there, because it's really, really hard to deal with. The problem, though, he doesn't have money for extra roaches, so it was not really a big problem. But he had only like, what, 8 Hydras, and he decided to go for Lurkers because I think he saw the Bailing Nest. He was expecting Bailings. But you need to keep in mind that you can just die to pure Mutas if you don't have enough spores, and he didn't have enough spores on the main, so he just lost the whole infrastructure there. And he also lost a big chunk of Hydras. He lost like 5 Hydras, 3 Queens, and that's basically it. So now you have no anti-air, and you need to wait gazillion years before you can actually move out, and I can do whatever I want. I can play Broodlords, I can go for Roaches myself, I can go for Lurkers, just pretty much anything that I want to do. So yeah, at this stage, unfortunately, I think it was over for him. Thor could really help. Yeah, indeed. Yeah. If only you could use Thors, that would have been amazing. You could be like, you know, corrupt Thors, like from campaign, like Neural Parasite. That would have been cool, but no. This game is not fair, unfortunately. Alright, okay, let's play one more game. I think the next game is gonna be probably the last for me. Had a good time with you guys. Not so good time when it comes to winning, actually, but at least I got one victory over this guy. That was pretty nice. We didn't see any Terrans at all, which is weird, because Europe has a bunch of really good Terran players. I guess not today. How many games do I need to get into Grandmaster? I think around 30, as I said, right? And I have 13, yeah. Need 15 more games. Good night, everyone. Yeah, have a good night. Alright, we're going for the last game. After that, I'm gonna upload a new video. And that will be it for me for today. Keep grinding, Mr. RTS. Thank you. Yep, we're gonna have a lot of content this and upcoming week as well, in December. So stay tuned. I'm doing a story about Blai right now, a Ukrainian player who was very notorious for his cheesy playstyle, and I'm also doing some other content related to StarCraft 2 and some other games. Winning is not important, playing is important. It's true, but I would rather play and win than play and lose, right? Yeah. So I lost, what, 9 games today, won only 4. That's abysmal, but I guess I'm just playing worse when I'm streaming. Okay. We got ourselves... Oh, this is actually a Terran player, that's very nice. We're gonna have our last game with the race we haven't played so far. Alright. Gumby. Streaming is harder. Yeah, it's slightly harder, but, you know, I like it. I like it. It's really enjoyable to play StarCraft 2 and also chat with you guys. It feels, you know, more lively, I would say. And don't feel so alone while playing ladder. Alright, so this guy is 500 below me, so I should be fine playing a proper macro game. Not gonna be cheesing this guy. But I actually suck in ZVT, to be honest. It's my worst matchup. But the only thing I'm really scared about is actually any kind of proxy, so this is the only thing that I need to be aware of. I'm gonna scout that, and then we'll see.
Not enough minerals.
Okay.
More minerals required. Mineral quantity insufficient.
Oh, yeah. I wrote it.
Enough minerals.
Alright, seems there's no proxies. No proxy. Okay, let's check the wall now. A lot of Terran players nowadays play with double Rax Reaper. It's not the case today, I see. Yep.
More minerals.
But I think he hasn't scouted with an SCV yet. Interesting.
Mineral quantity insufficient. Not enough minerals.
Okay, here's the Reaper. Oh, no. Please. I'll lose a couple of links, but it's fine. This guy actually has a decent micro. Yeah, it was quite good. Even though he didn't take any workers, it was still like a good trade overall. He might even get this one, huh? No, he won't. This was a nice try, though. It's so annoying with this little guy. Come on, he's gonna die now. No way. No way. I'm gonna pull the workers even. I'm gonna get rid of him. Yes. Alright, so now he has no scouting. He should be very cautious. And I'm just gonna be droning really hard. I just wanna make a great economy. And this is the best economy we ever got. You know, like the Trump says all the time. Okay. So there's this one Marine. Is this a factory? Yes, this is a factory. Okay. Gonna put all the workers. Oh! I hope he's not going for a kill. No. He actually could have tried. I completely forgot that I didn't build links, but he's also probably a bit cautious because who knows, maybe I have like 40 of them right now waiting for him, so that's why he's a bit more cautious than probably he could have been. But that's nice for me, anyway. So what do we see? Rax, third CC, okay, it's normal. Nothing crazy. It's nice, we can play a proper game. Alright, there's a Banshee as well. Okay, so he's playing like a proper playstyle that most Terran play nowadays. And I'm gonna be adding some spores and some more links as well. Okay, we got a free Helium, that's nice. Oh, not a Creep Tumor. Let's go. Oh. Yeah, actually, it was a nice haul with Marines, but I got a lot of workers anyway, so... This was a very good trade-off for me. Even though he's obviously gonna counter that, but... I got the damage that I was looking for, so... I'm happy about that. GG. Oh. Okay. That was too fast. So... Maybe we should play another game then, right? That was only 5 minutes. I kind of felt like he could have still stayed in this game for a while. This was not like a critical damage. I got what, like 6, 7 SCVs? What? Let's see. 8. No. Okay, it's a big number, but this was still doable for him. I think he just conceded. Go till you lose. I lost a lot today. So yeah, a win streak would be nice, but with every passing hour I get more tired, so it's how I got copper and beta. Yeah, that's how you get addicted to gambling, you know? Just one more game, one more victory, one more dopamine hit. But yeah, I'm not in a great spot right now. Like usually I get very tired after playing for 3 hours in a row. When I was younger I could do like 5, but now that's too much for me. I'm 28 years old, so okay. I wish more pro Archon mode matches were organized. Yeah, for some reason they just refused this idea. Probably because it's the same as 1v1, and people probably don't wanna. They're just not interested in it. I don't know, but yeah, I think it was a very interesting mode, right? But I would like to see more team games as well, like 2 versus 2, 3v3, stuff like that. I think it's more interesting than Archon though. And like, there's really no point in playing Archon. In some cases, like Cyril can play like 5 players combined. He doesn't need an Archon partner, you know. And Clem also. So people are already playing like there are 2 guys sitting behind the desk, you know. They're already too good. They don't need like an extra support.
Mineral quantity insufficient. Not enough minerals.
Yeah, 2v2s are great. The only problem with like team games is that the balance is a bit off. Mostly because of the maps, if you think about it. Especially for the Zerg side, I think Zerg suffers heavily in 2v2. Zerg is a race that needs to be greedy for half the game at least. And it's really difficult to be greedy when there are like more than one player. Because one guy can be greedy, but the second guy is still harassing you and you need to adjust. And it's really, really tough. So, yeah. In my opinion, that's quite difficult to play. Video mines are OP in 4 versus 4. Yeah, and also like every player goes for, you know, not only Widow Mines, but players also go for like Sky Army all the time. It could be Skytos, could be Mass Battle Cruisers and Vikings, could be Broodlord and Festus Lurkers. It's all about like this dev pools, and this is what makes, I think, team games slightly less entertaining than 1v1 and StarCraft 2. Maybe not less entertaining, but certainly less balanced than you would like to. So yeah, that's probably why people don't really enjoy these team games as much as I would personally hope they would. Hi Brian, nice to see you. Alright, so... oh, 6 links, that's quite a lot actually. Does he have a base? I don't have a base, but... 6 links, why 6? Oh. Wait, it's not 6, more. Oh no. Oh no. This is something potentially very scary. This is gonna be like a big all-in, I feel like. Yeah, I feel like he's cheesing me pretty hard. Yep, and queens, of course. course, my friends. Yep.
Swarm forces under attack.
No base. Other Bailings, though? Should be.
More overlords.
It should be there. No. This was weird. This was really weird. I expected like a full-blown attack by now, but no. Maybe he was just like poking fun with me. I don't know. Didn't know you stream. Your StarCraft videos are great. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, I only started recently. I don't really do much of stream, but probably try to do it more regularly in future. Okay, the wall. There is a wall. Okay. That's super weird. I'm a bit surprised by his build order. I can actually break it, I think, because oh yeah, and there is this attack. That's clever. This guy is very clever. Very well played by him, because now I have to cancel the base. Of course, the links are gonna die anyway, but you know, he got to cancel. This is nice. This guy is clever. I gotta give it to him. Like I wouldn't expect this to play out this way. I thought the links are already at home, but I still got through anyway. So this was very good of me. Got a bit of drones. And now we can proceed with something else. We can also try to get the Roach Warren. I think he's playing Muta actually. It's not gonna be Roaches, I believe, because he doesn't have the gas though, so maybe it's still Roaches, but we'll see. We'll see in a moment. Okay. Some Roaches, okay. The good thing about what I did now is that he's not gonna have the Roach speed, which is super important in this matchup. And now I can freely drone up for a while. Imagine playing against Cyril and you start with 4 bases. With 4 bases, I think I can beat him, to be honest. But 4 bases, how many workers? That's the question. That's very important. Okay, so the guy has plenty of roaches. Oh my god. Plenty of roaches, but nothing else. So I'm a bit afraid for myself. Yeah, and he's going for like a small push. I think it's not like a game-ending kind of push, and I think he's still gonna transition into something else. But I need to protect my base for sure. I need to make sure that I do not die to this push. I probably won't die, but I need to protect the third base at all costs. Yeah.
Not enough minerals. Mineral quantity
And also do the roach speed now.
required. Hive cluster.
No, he won't get it. He won't get it. He's going to... Oh my god, there's such a weird build order. Third hatchery, layer is very late. I'm having a good time against him, I think. I mean, I'm in a pretty decent spot with such a late layer, and also that there's the second hatchery. He's gonna go for links now. Links and roaches. That's gonna be his build order of choice. Right? Yeah, I saw the speed. I saw the speed, so yeah. This is also like a pretty old Zerg build. I saw some Zerg players doing this build order. I think it's kind of weak, but it might work out if there is like a good surprise factor to that. But I scouted him, so no surprise for this guy. And I can even add Bailings, but I would rather add armor instead. I need the Carapace upgrade. I think it's better. Because he can still snipe the Bailings. Oh, actually, wait, I have the Bailings. See, I become really dumb by the end of the stream, see? What the hell is this guy doing? I don't understand. I understand nothing this guy is doing. Like, why would you have like 4 spine crawlers by now? Oh my god. This guy is playing StarCraft 2 in a really strange way, guys. I understand almost nothing what he's doing so far. I will be just putting this spire down just in case, because it can still be Mutas. The good thing though is that I already have a decent economy, and I'm also gonna be doing some damage at the very least now. Yeah, of course there's a wall. It's clever. Yeah, plenty of links. No, I will not engage into this now. That's a bad idea. I need to just stand there. Yeah, the Carapace upgrade, the 1-1 links. Oh, and the Mutus. Oh my god, yeah, it's true. So he still went for the Mutus. Okay, interesting. Alright. I don't have like a proper creep spread, that's the problem. That's bad. And I need more queens right now. A lot more than I currently have. Oh shit, he still went for the attack. Oh, that's pretty bad. Yeah, he outplayed me. I think he outplayed me now. Even though like his build order doesn't make much sense to me, I think he did a great job here with this attack, especially. I have the carapace now, but I'm gonna sustain a lot of damage. Just a lot of damage. But I can go for Mutus myself. I still have like a lot of units, right? And he's like losing Mutus right now, so it still should be fine in theory. But my links are worse though. This is the problem. My links are much worse. Worse. Let's say they're just worse, right? Sorry. Yeah. But this is the big problem. The links, you need really high tier links for this to work, and I don't have them. And he also has like tons of spines, tons of like other kinds of defense, and also tons of all those mutas and stuff like that. So yeah, the only thing I can hope for is like a proper static defense, a proper third base, and just hope that I trade well. I can actually... Oh, well, wait. I can go for Corruptors, actually. I can go for them. Corruptors are much better in this case, I believe. And I have a sizable army right now. I can go for +2 grades on my armor. And his mutas are not gonna be that much of a threat to me, right? And even more links. And maybe even that, yeah, the +1. So yeah, I think it's still doable, but he used the burrow there. Oh my god, this guy's crazy. Yeah. Alright. Alright. I would say I'm still in a pretty okay spot in this game. But I just need to go for a big timing push with roaches and corruptors. I don't see anything yet. No base, nothing like that. Let's probably put the base there, I guess, right?
Mutation complete.
Yeah, there's the base.
Swarm mutated. Swarm forces.
Oh, jeez. He put so many spine crawlers right now. That's not good for him, but I wonder how many mutas he has. It's more important. Oh jeez, I showed my corruptors. That's not good. But I need to see the amount of stuff he has. I need to see it so badly.
Not enough minerals. Newly birthed.
Oh my god, such a great defense. Actually a lot of units, really. If you think about it. What the hell is going on? Viper? Why would you play Vipers, man? This guy's just crazy. What? Oh my god.
Insufficient. More
What?
minerals required.
It makes no sense, but it works because I don't understand what he's doing. Like, I cannot predict his next move because his moves are so insane right now. Alright, yeah. This was expected though. This was very much expected. Okay, so he's going for ultras, I guess. That would be my guess. Something like that. I think I can just go with links. I can just go with links, and that would be it. I just need a better economy. I think I'm not playing greedy enough against this type of army composition. I need the 4th base. I need more links, and I can still win this because my upgrades, at least for now, are better. And that's my goal. And also, I can go for the roach tunneling close, right? Yeah, that would be good as well. Let's just go for the main base. I need to scout him still. Oh, that's a misfortune. Okay, he has the two upgrades as well. All right, and ultras. Okay, that's crazy. That's just crazy, guys. That's crazy. Now I get it. Now I get it. It's ultras, links, and all other stuff, and
Insufficient.
even though I have great upgrades, this is gonna be a big problem for me right now because, well, you can see he has ultras, and ultras are a great counter for what I'm doing.
Not
Right, right. Was it a drop? What was that?
hive cluster.
How did he
Direct
get there?
assault.
Interesting. I can still make banes, by the way, so
Insufficient overlords.
that's fine. But I also need the base,
Command mineral.
and even more roaches right now.
Queen birth.
I can probably still win it just with just roaches, to be honest. I just need a lot of them,
Required.
but it will take a lot of kiting as well, so it's not gonna be easy by all means. Yeah. Feel like I should try to give him a fight, and probably should put some static D as well.
More minerals required. Minerals.
Oh, they are just burrowing. Okay, I get it.
Not enough.
I get it now. Let's go for it. Let's see.
Forces under attack.
Alright, so I need to go back with these units, but I can still fight the mutas. They don't have the upgrades, so they are pretty harmless.
Mineral field exhausted.
I need to focus fire pretty badly now. Right, nice transfusions though. Alright, so I got the hive.
More
I can now do the upgrades.
mineral
Oh,
quantity.
this was a very good fight by him, by the way. So he did a great job. And there's also like the burrowed Zerling, right? Right, of course. That's why I'm not taking this base. There's a ramp. Okay, he's still on the same grades, but he has the speed now, which is a big problem for me.
Speed sequences. More overlords.
I'm not sure if I can actually fight this. Okay, let's go for a base trade, guys. I'm not sure if I can actually win this game with just like a direct engagement. I think I can buy time, but not really engage head-on with him. Oh, yeah, there are even more ultras now. Roaches are extremely squishy against this type of army composition. Go for it this way, maybe?
Attack.
Oh my god. Now, that's really shocking to me. Like he's playing such a weird playstyle, but it's working so well for him. And I even lost my mutas. That's so bad. Yeah, I'm playing this way worse than he does. Maybe I can also go for ultras. By the way, we pretty much have the same exact economy and the same exact setup. So why not, right?
Sufficient.
But yeah, I'm really surprised. This guy is so good. Yeah, this burrowing is wild. Yeah, so annoying. Yeah, I think he actually won this. Oh my god, this guy is great. I gotta respect this guy, even though like he has like so much less MMR than I do. He was playing that out of his mind. I got really messed up by his build order. I probably should not have gone for mutas instead. I should have just stayed on Roach, Hydra, and Lurkers. But yeah, I was trying to finish this game too quickly, and he was playing very strangely. Yeah. Damn. Good job by him. Really respect that way, the way he outplayed me. Well, actually, counters ultras, just lurkers. Lurkers are extremely effective, but I was playing with my own mutas, and this was actually a very clever game because you can see I cannot really finish him. I think if I just went for a move here, I should have traded well, but for some reason I chickened out, and that was actually a bad decision. I could have stayed and could have fight. You know, could have fought here. That would be a good choice here, but yeah, instead I just decided to wait for something. Yeah, should have gone for lurkers, just lurkers, and this would be enough. But for some reason I just thought that I could finish this game earlier, so I had to pay for it. Okay, let's play one more. Then this was a wild game. Wanna play one more, a normal game, probably. But huge respect to this guy. This was really cool, really cool. Fiant again. We play against this guy all day today. The Swedish guy. He's very good, so... no surprise. Okay, I'm gonna go for a 2-base timing. One more. Yeah. Yeah, this is like a classic gambling addiction that I have on this stream, you know. Yeah, I have this. Damn. Because I was just flabbergasted by this defeat, you know. That guy was so creative. I think I lost like half my pride or something like that, especially because it was done on stream. Now I feel ashamed, and I gotta play at least one more game to redeem myself. Because I lost like 45 MMR in this one play, so yeah. Gotta step up my game. It's too bad we have too many ZVZs today, so yeah. Not what I would expect from StarCraft 2 ladder. Usually you face a lot more Protoss players. We had a bunch of them too, but still, this is really interesting that we're not really facing Terrans at all. We had like what, one Terran, and he decided to give up after I did like the first damage to him, which is a bit sad to be honest, but you know, it's what it is. Zergs are feeling quite good this patch, at least that's what I hear from other players, and that's what I can say myself. I think this is like a good patch for Zerg. The race is in a good condition, even though this race is not winning tournaments nowadays. Like, RSL is a good example of that, but, you know, I feel it's better than it used to be in the last patch, so I'm quite happy about the changes and the trajectory the game is taking. Right, so I'm going for a 2-base build order. This is a good one on this map, I believe, and especially against Fiant, because he knows what I like to play, so it makes sense to do something interesting, something more unorthodox, right? Yeah, that's a basic stuff that he's doing. Nothing crazy. I need to make sure that he doesn't see my lair. That would be pretty tough to accomplish. I feel like on this map the links should be in time to see that. I have my own links, but are they gonna be able to get them? No. Okay, so that is gonna distract him, which is already nice. And he doesn't have a base, right? So it could be Mutas as well. Oh no. Oh, wait a minute. He has a base. Okay. Never mind. That's nice. That's actually nice. Okay, I prefer to get like a big wall like this.
More minerals required. Newly birthed queen ready.
It's actually a full wall now. I don't need the full wall. That's very. If you have a full wall, that's a good sign that you're playing Mutas or something that probably you should hide better, right? Alright, so...
insufficient energy.
I wonder if he knows what I'm up to. Should not be, right? Okay, there's only one small pack of links.
More minerals required.
No roaches so far. It's nice.
Minerals. Mineral quantity insufficient. More overlords required.
You should know by the roach forum that I'm not playing roaches, but that's not the point. Like, this is like a macro opener from Utah. Just like a more safe one, where you can actually defend against any kind of upcoming attack. But obviously, like, he knows that I'm going for Mutas now. There's just no way he doesn't. If he doesn't, that's really silly of him, but I think he knows exactly what I'm doing.
Not enough minerals.
But the point here is just to cause a lot of damage with links after the first Mutas. That's the main goal.
More minerals
And because he has to still counter that, he has to still spend money on the infrastructure, on all this, you know, spore crawlers. He will have to deal with the mutas. So now I will be fine economy-wise.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Yeah. Yeah, now just go take the base and just keep on making links and mutas. And that would be good.
Command unacceptable.
For the upcoming couple of minutes, at least. He also lost a lot of overseers. It's really strange because I thought he figured out that I was playing mutas, but yeah. He kept them just in case, I think. Right? Yeah, 3 queens. Nice. That's enough to counter me. And now I'm just gonna be faking. I'm gonna be faking that I have this... Yeah, the roach speed, right? And he might think, hopefully, that I'm transitioning into roaches, but no, that's fake. That's completely fake. I'm actually playing mutas all the way. And I just wanna cause some damage now. +1 is done. Now let's go. Let's go. Okay. That was nice. We get in and we do some damage. Yep. Shit, the queens are already here. Oh, they're already here as well. Alright, lots of queens. But that was still fine. Alright, and now we should go for banelings. We get the... We should have like a good time with our banelings now. Because we will have +2 very soon. And he will be transitioning to lurkers. And if I play a good game, then... There's a chance that I can beat him before he gets a good number of lurkers. That's the goal, at least.
Mineral quantity in swarm forces under attack.
Get a couple of drones. Oh, the roaches are coming. Shit, that's bad.
Not enough energy.
Also need to make sure there is no the burrow. The burrow for roaches is extremely scary in this situation. So I need to take care of that as well. Alright, this is a big push. This is big and scary push, actually. I wonder if I can hold this. I should be able to, but I will lose some units as well. Yeah, probably not the best map for mutas because of the rush distance, right? Especially if we spawn like this. Because he's very close to me, essentially. Yeah. That was a bit dumb of me. Because, yeah, this map probably not the perfect muta map. Not the one you really want to play this composition, but... It is what it is anyway. Alright, so I need a bailing speed ASAP. Because without the bailing speed I cannot really do any harm. And unless he has lurkers, I think he doesn't, then we should be still in a pretty nice spot this game.
Command unacceptable. More minerals.
Okay, queens in position. What about the main base though? Oh, infestation pit. Wow, so nice. And there are lots of hydras. Oh shit, I'm losing quite a lot of them. And there are some lurkers already, right? Right. That's bad. That's really bad. What can I do?
More minerals required. Mineral quantity insufficient. Not enough minerals.
There were lurkers, right? I'm not tripping. I think I saw some lurkers.
Quantity insufficient. Not enough minerals. Swarm forces under attack.
Oh shit. This is actually a good timing. Oh, this is a great timing. Oh my god. Yes. 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 Let's go. Well, it's not like a game changer, but it was nice. Because we just killed all of the hydras, and now he should be slightly more scared of my mutas, and he has to rebuild the hydras. It's a lot of gas, and that's actually pretty nice. Should also... Oh, you can walk there. Oh my god. Yeah, there's a breach. Nice. There's a freaking breach there. Okay. Didn't know that. Testers. Okay, so he's going for like a proper late game now. It's getting tough. It's getting really tough. I should continue pressing him with my army. Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh my God, that's too much. That's too much. But I can handle it. I can handle it. Yep. That was a lot. He doesn't have the base. Okay, there's the base. He doesn't have the base still. Doesn't change things much. Alright, so this was a very good attack. If I can somehow just keep on putting the pressure while also expanding, there's a very solid chance at winning this game. Because that fight was extremely important to me. And actually killed many Hydras. He doesn't have that much gas and there is no fourth base, so there's still a chance. The only problem is that I will need a lot of time before I can get into the perfect army composition. And this is a problem, of course. There is a wall. Oh my God.
Swarm forces
My God.
under attack.
Oh, wipers. Oh shit. That's so bad. That's so bad, so bad. No. That's so freaking bad. This is the worst unit that you can face when you're playing Mutas. There's just nothing more wild than Vipers. It's the worst possible unit that can fight against you. Shit, this is problematic now. It's really tough. Okay, so he has a perfect army composition, but if I'm lucky, if he somehow just forgets about that I have links, and I can just sneak past him somehow, I can still win this game. Even though it's already quite unrealistic, there is still like a small hope for that. Shit, my split is just horrible. Oh my God. Alright, the good thing Mutas don't die immediately, so at least they're still standing strong for some time. Okay, no lurkers there. I should have exploded that later, though. Probably this was a mistake of mine. I should have done this later on, this attack in general. But it is what it is, right?
Swarm forces under attack.
Alright, we can maybe get some infestors. No. No. Well, we got the lurker done. Nice. This is a big win. This is a big win. Alright. Alright, boys. This is a good one. Now, the speed, and we're gonna be making some ultras. Ultras, they suck against lurkers, but if the conditions are right, if there is like a perfect scenario where I can pass by all these units that he has and somehow get into his main base, maybe a Nidus, by the way. Whoa, right, and Nidus can save me, right? Right, I think it's a good choice. But let's go for another link by. There's a Queen Wall. Oh my God, the guy's crazy. It's actually working well. Yeah, it's working really, really well. But I'm doing the damage, that's the important part. And he already, see? He has the lurker on the main base already. That's the problem. That's what I was afraid of. He already thinks ahead of me. I might need to make my own lurkers myself. Or maybe actually, no. I don't need lurkers. I need broodlords. Yes, exactly. Broodlords, even though he has tons of spores, queens, and all this other stuff, I can still do enough damage with this. I can still do this. If I just have enough broodlords, and if I just keep on the pressure, then there is still this chance that I might have enough to finish him off. The problem is that I have lots of Muta. I don't need this Muta. I need to actually get rid of the Muta. But if I get rid of the Muta, he will see what I'm up to and he will attack me, and this is not going to be a great thing. But I think I have no choice. I just need to keep the pressure going. That's a tough scenario to be in. I think the broodlords can work. I think it was a laser do that. Don't remember the name, but I think it was somebody like a laser.
Mineral field command unacceptable.
Alright, let's try to do an attack here. I think it's gonna be effective. Oh, there are many Hydras already. I need to get rid of Vipers. Okay, I got it. Even though I'm gonna lose half my Mutas, but I think it was worth it, still. Yeah, he's going to attack now, but without the Vipers, there is just no way that he's gonna be able to break me. Oh, idiot me. Oh. Anyway, this is the best shot I've got in this game. He doesn't have the Vipers. I should attack immediately. There's just no way that he's gonna be able to counter this wave of broodlings. This is the best case scenario. It's not gonna get any better in the future, so Should do this.
Mineral field depleted.
I'll even sit in the proper position. Okay. Throw the brutes though. But, you know.
Supply limit reached.
Alright, this is a crazy game, but I like it. I like it very much.
No, not
No, go away, man. Go the hell away. Yes, I need to abduct the Vipers. I need to abduct the Vipers. That's the point. That's the point here. I need to do the best abduct that I can. Yes. We got one. Gotcha. Alright, 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 alright. Too many units. Too many units from his side.
under attack. Mineral field exhausted.
Yeah. Too much stuff right now.
Expended.
I got the Viper again. Oh shit. Just get him, boys. I barely have any mutas left, that's the problem.
Under attack.
Oh shit. And there is this Hydras coming. But I think I'm still trading quite fine, you know? I'm still trading fine actually. And I still have the links to support my war efforts. And I still have a bigger economy, but his army ultimately it's much better than mine, that's the problem. But we're doing a good job actually, still.
Insufficient Vespian
I wonder
gas.
if he pulled his lurkers away from other bases. That's what's important right now as well. Because if there are like no, okay, there is a fresh base. I'm gonna get it. Right?
Forces under attack.
Shit, stupid broodlord, what are you doing?
Under attack.
Yep, I can also afford another upgrade. Right, and oh, what? Oh my god, that's bad. That is bad. Oh my god.
Under attack.
The good thing, this is not really an important base for me, not anymore. But the bad thing is that he's buying a lot of time. He's buying really lots of time with this, and he's gonna continue doing this shit.
Assault.
Probably should not have fought that with links. I don't have time. But he's actually coming for an attack. Oh shit, this is bad. This is so bad. But maybe I can actually win this. If I trade right now, he only has what? Oh, Hydra's so fast with this new thing, right? But he's trading not that well, by the way. So maybe it's actually was nice for me. Viper exchange. All right. I'm fine with it, by the way. I'm totally fine. I can exchange those Vipers. I don't need them that much as he needs them, actually. My economy is a bit stagnant right now.
Attack.
But yeah, I'm kind of afraid to fight right now. I think I can restore my economy first. Maybe even make some ultras here, and maybe actually go for a big Zergling run by now, once again. Just give it a try, right?
Mineral field. Swarm forces.
Okay, it was a bad try. I got it. It's not meant to happen.
Mineral cluster expended. Mineral
Oh, we got the base.
insufficient.
That's nice. Alright. Now let's properly saturate the extra bases. The good thing, he doesn't have any income now, so unless he has like a proxy base, I don't think he has, but let's just check it out.
Minerals.
Unless he has a proxy, I think I'm in a very good spot. However, his army is better. Like with the Vipers, he can just counter that easily. But I'm just hoping that I will still be able to just outnumber him with sheer numbers. In theory, this should work, but in practice, that's been a tough game so far for me. Yeah, there's just so many of this. It's not the cannons, how is it called? The spore crawlers, right? So these stupid broodlords, they're also flying right into this. God damn it! Why are you doing this, you bastards?
Hive cluster under direct.
Oh my god! No! Don't do this! Don't do this, my friend. Yeah, there's so many units now.
Swarm forces under attack.
I cannot really properly fight this, yeah, with this army composition. He knows that, and that's why I said his army is much better. I was alright with my micro before, but now it doesn't look so good. But actually, there are not so many Hydras left. Maybe I can still pull it off. Who knows?
Forces under attack.
I should just keep on the pressure going, I think. And should just reinforce with other stuff.
Hive cluster under direct assault.
Yeah. Fine. Fine by me. Oh, this is not good though. The Vipers are back. And they're getting my units once again. Oh, shit, my Ultras cannot come out of this base because there is the block. Oh, Jesus Christ. Did I lose anything here? Actually? For real? No? I didn't? I think I didn't lose anything, right? Jesus Christ, this game is really long. It was like this last game, but it's already what? How many minutes I'm playing this game? Insane. And I cannot finish him off, because, yeah, he's doing such a great job at defending. That's insane. I have such a good economy this game, though. And that's still not enough. Guy's doing a marvelous job. Alright, so my next plan. Links, go there. Circumvent the wall. Ultras, go there. I also don't have the last Ultra upgrade, this is a problem. Oh. This could be a good trade. Yeah, so he pulled all of his lurkers from that spot. That's nice. Some are still present, but not many. There are many of them, though. Oh, shit, I'm gonna lose a lot of stuff here. I feel it, I can feel it, yeah. But I need to get the base. Okay, I destroyed his whole economy. But is it gonna be enough? Is it gonna be enough? This is the question. This is the big question, and I'm kinda not sure about that, because lurkers, there are so many of them, but maybe I can still get another base trade, maybe, right? Right?
Insufficient energy mineral.
Yeah, I could still get the Hydras? I don't know. I should probably save for a different army here. And yeah, no, I'm not fighting there. Okay, he pulled everything. Nice. That's everything he has. Shit, there's still some lurkers left. Okay, probably not everything, but he's gonna lose everything here, pretty much. Almost everything, at the very least. Yep. And I can still expand, and I can still make a lot of other units. I just need overseers. Oh, there are spores. Okay, he's going for a full-on base trade. Shit, this guy knows what to do in this situation. Oh my god. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That's really, really bad. I can still make some expensive units. Okay, that's nice. I don't have a pool though. Ready. I think I can fight now. He has like not that many lurkers, and there is just a good moment after he just reburrows them. Yep, now is the perfect moment. Maybe not so perfect. Oh, I did some damage, but yeah, not enough. Yeah, guys, this is why ZVZ is the only matchup where you play only lurkers. Like, you cannot really play anything as efficiently as in ZVZ, and this is a big problem. Yep. I also forgot the upgrade, which is a pretty big deal still, because my ultras, they just don't do enough damage without this upgrade. Right. Yeah. I think it was a close game, but yeah, not enough, obviously. He also has the spores still. But I cannot really base trade that because of lurkers, you know. Lurkers are extremely efficient, so... yeah. I can maybe like... no, actually... yeah, and you cannot really fly in, because, you know, you see too many spores. GG. That was well played. That was extremely well played by him. I was thinking that this game is in my bag, but no. I have like 30k more losses, and yeah. I think I should have... actually, I should have went for Bailings instead here, I think. Instead of that many Ultras, should have tried to go for Bailings. I think that would have been much better. Yeah, I just want to see how much he had in the end. I think that Ultra attack was also a mistake. When I lost all of my lurkers, this was like a big mistake. Because for now, I was trading okay. But even though like he still had like a good economy, he still has like a bank, even the gas bank. But yeah, but this trade, the next trade that I would take with Ultras, I had like a great trade here. It was still like doable for me. I was like 6k, now like 8k behind in resources, but it was still fine because I have like 3 more bases than he does, so it's doable. But yeah, too many Vipers now. I also needed my Vipers and Corruptors to do this. Yeah, I think I should have stayed on Broodlords. This is still tough to win because Vipers are generally just much better than Brutes. But this was a big mistake. I don't have a bank, but I decided to kill the base, and I was kind of thinking that he doesn't have that many resources left, but I was completely wrong. There are like a lot of resources, but also like his army was already gigantic, actually, like more than mine. And yeah, 13 lurkers. If he didn't have like any lurkers at home, it would have been manageable, but the problem is that you cannot really bring overseers because there are tons of spore crawlers. You need like 10 overseers to counter that, and that's very difficult to do. So yeah, this is pretty much why everybody plays lurkers in this matchup. Nobody's really playing anything else, and no ultras or like any other kind of army composition is working well. So that's why I lost it. But it was fun. It was fun. I still enjoyed immensely this game. This was like something fresh. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. It was a good stream. I enjoyed it a lot, and I hope you enjoyed it too. That's it for me. I think I'm going to be streaming next week as well. I don't know the dates yet, but I'll give you a heads up when I do this. I'll give you an announcement. So yeah, this was a good time. You can also check out my Twitch account if you prefer Twitch instead. Maybe like for the next time, maybe if you don't really like YouTube. I'm just gonna link it to you here, just in case. Here it is. If you want to watch on Twitch next time, I couldn't really start it up today for some reason. There was like a bug or something. I'll need to check out the settings, but that's it. Next time I will bring the Twitch. And again, thank you a lot. Thanks a lot, Zerg, for the big donation. That's really, really helpful for me. Thank you. And if you guys enjoy my content, you can also join my channel membership if you like that. If you want to have more videos from me, if you want to choose the topics, you can also join the membership here. And thanks a lot. That was a good time. See you maybe next Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know yet the date, but stay tuned for more videos. I'm gonna upload one more video today, and we're gonna have a lot of content this week. So have a good day. See you next time.